Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome along to RS Media. This is the FA Cup stream between Stevenage and Hull. So we've got the two lineups in front of me as well. Kickoff is in around about 7 minutes from now, 1:30. So we'll get into the lineups before we do anything else. And of course, Stevenage are on the back of a 2-1 victory as well in the league last time out against Port Vale. So we'll talk about that maybe at half-time as well if we get a minute to discuss that or anything like that. But the lineup for Hull is in goal, George Long. Number 2 is Louis Coyle. 4 is Geordie DeWeese, or Device. I'm not too sure how to say that. 8 is Dan Batty. 9, Tom Eaves. 11, James Scott. 14, Martin Samuelson. 15, Alfie Jones. 17 is Sean McLaughlin. 18 is Regan Slater. And 22 is Thomas Mayer. The subs for them are Harvey Cartwright, Keane Lewis Potter, Brandon Fleming, Fester Arthur, Max Sheaf, who is the brother of Ben Sheaf, who was on loan from Arsenal at Stevenage a number of years back now. Billy Chadwick and Callum Jones make up the whole bench. The Stevenage side sees 3 changes from that game that beat Port Vale at the weekend. In the week even, I should say, going into today's fixture. And Captain Scott Cuthbert is the main one that misses out. He's not in the squad at all, with obviously a big league game on Wednesday that the club are looking into as well, and leaving a few players out and resting a few players because of that fixture. So in goal is number 1, Jamie Cumming. We've got Ben Coker, Luke Prosser, Romeo Hutton, and of course Terence Van Kooten as well, making up the back 4. In the midfield, we've got a midfield 3, it looks like, of Charlie Carter, Arthur Ironton and Tom Pett. And it looks like we're going quite attacking, because it looks like we've got Tyrone Marsh and Danny Newton up there as well. And Aramide Ote, of course, who scored the first goal on Tuesday night. So we've got a strong-looking lineup. I know the main one there, of course, is Scott Cuthbert, who's unavailable and, being rested for the midweek fixture. But yeah, on the bench, Billy Johnson, Romain Vincelot, Elliot List, Arthur Reed, Femi Akinwande, Jack Smith, and Ross Marshall that make up the subs bench for the game today. This shirt, just to put into Duncan's comment there as well, goes back, about 10 years, I think, almost now. Might even be about 10 years for when Stevenage won the league. And also got the cup shock over Newcastle United as well with the 3-1 victory in that one. This, of course, is the first meeting between Stevenage and Hull. Never met before, so we'll touch on any other similarities or anything as we go on through the game. But yeah, this is the first time that the sides have met, and of course, Hull FA Cup finalists as well, being 2-0 up against Arsenal, only narrowly losing in extra time. And that was, I think it's about 20. I have to have a look at the year now. Let me just confirm that, just to make sure that I don't make any stupid mistakes on the years. But I know it went to extra time as well, and Hull were 2 goals up within about 10 minutes. And I think they had a goal ruled out for offside as well, the 2014 final there. So, yeah, it was Aaron Ramsey who won it for Arsenal that day, of course. And Innie, of course, isn't in the squad either. Yeah. Hi to Russ. How you doing, mate? And Kieran, yeah. I'm not too sure where Innie is, actually. Innie's not in the squad again. He was in the squad, wasn't he, in Tuesday's fixture. And he actually got on as well, didn't he? Come on. But today he is not. And it looks like Luther Wilding's unavailable as well. He's one of the 3 that came out. So I want to have a little look and confirm what the actual 3 changes are. I know Cuthbert was for TVC, Wilding was for Coker, and I think the other sub was Jack Smith, who's moved to the bench. Has been replaced by, I think it might even be Marsh, who I don't think started the last game. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't think Marsh started last game. I think that was the one that was changed in the other one. But yeah, it's a strong-looking Stevenage lineup. Hull, from what I've seen, they've gone fairly young and rested a few players up and things like that. But it's the magic of the FA Cup. So league positions and stuff don't really count for a lot, especially considering Hull being top of the League One at the moment. And Stevenage being where they are, just outside the relegation zone in League Two. But yeah, I'm just going to jump into the stream. So I've got the live coverage up. Bear with me. And I'll be with you properly, in fact. So jump into this. Hopefully it will load up fairly quickly. But yeah, so of course it's the first meeting between the sides, and Stevenage fortunate to be in the hat as well for the second round here. Just of course, you know, getting past Concord Rangers, I think it was.
I'll run you through their side in a minute. The referee, Mr.
Right, we're just doing the minute silence. I think that is there. Just had to turn the volume off there. Hopefully that didn't come across too loud on the microphone or anything like that. But the Lameck Stadium looks empty and wet at the moment. So hopefully, you know, when the fans are back in next week on Saturday, it'd be a different story. But yeah, it's one of the final times, hopefully this season, where there's going to be no fans in the ground. And, you know, it's a shame that the FA Cup isn't next week in a way, because, you know, to have fans in the stadium at home like this as well, all home fans would, you know, play a big part as well in kind of pushing the club forward into that third round, which of course is very lucrative anyway, but even more so this season on the back of, you know, everything that's happening at the moment. But we'll hopefully get into the stream of the game. It's very laggy. I don't know whether that's because they're doing the minute silence or what, but I'm pretty sure that's for Diego Maradona, who of course passed away just a few days ago, age 60. So a big rest in peace to him as well. But just having a look here, just Huller in the tiger stripes as always, the orange and black, and Stevenage in the red and white. Just want to see who the referee was as well. Actually, I don't know who the ref was for the game. But yeah, the channel is on BBC iPlayer and BBC iPlayer and BBC website as well, so you can watch it online. Luke Prosser's captaining the side today. He's just gone over there. The referee Sam Allison. It's just confirmed as well there. So Luke Prosser's captaining the side in place of Scott Cuthbert. And it looks like it's going to be kicking off any minute now. And I think it's going to be Stevenage. Yeah, it is, with Tom Pett, who's going to take the kickoff there. Yeah. As he's doing a few little ball juggles on the halfway line there before looking to get the game underway. The Twitch streamer now, of course. And, you know, of course, they had the competition there, the FIFA competition yesterday as well, which actually carries on tonight as well. I think it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. They'll be carrying that on, and hopefully on the back of Stevenage being in the third round of the FA Cup. That'd be nice, as they're taking the knee now as well for the you know, being against racism and stuff like that. And Tom Pett's referee's blown his whistle, and we're underway. So Tom Pett goes long there now, and it's straight away booted towards Danny Newton and straight away out of play. So Stevenage are going to get on the front foot nice and early. So hopefully that's good signs anyway. And of course, this game, there's no replays as it stands either in this competition. It does go to extra time and penalties if we're level on the back of 90 minutes. So, you know, we might be here for a little while if, you know, what some Hull fans are saying, because they have made 10 changes as well from their league game. And of course, you know, even their last round as well, when they beat Fleetwood, they're a very strong lineup out and knocked Fleetwood out 2-0 on that day, whereas Stevenage just about got past Concord on penalties, with, you know, 5 perfect penalties on the day and leading twice as well. Ben Coker and Danny Newton scored Stevenage's goals on that day, but pegged back on 2 occasions and took 2 penalties to actually, you know, get through into the hat for this stage. And actually, funny story regarding this as well. I was speaking to former Stevenage player and Hull City player Matt Hockin on the day of the draw, in regards to his time, you know, as a footballer and mostly at Stevenage. And the draw comes out. I think we ended the stream about 15 minutes beforehand. So yeah, you know, and pulls out 2 of his former clubs. So straight away, obviously, we were texting about the draw, and he might be watching as well. Hopefully, he is. Hopefully, he's watching the game today. And I don't know which side he'd be supporting, considering he's played for the 2. There's Hull on the attack here now, and they've Who was that there? The number 8, I think it was. He just fired it wide of the goal. Was it number 8? Let's have a look here. I think it was. Was it number 8? No, sorry, number 18 even. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was number 8. It was Batty. Yeah. Batty's just fired that one over sort of high and wide, and Jamie Cummins didn't even really need to move, to be honest. He's, did that nice and simply and just let it roll past his goal. But Stevenage are on the attack now. And it's with, who was that there? That was Luke Prosser there, who just won the header. And it's pinball, I should say, in the middle there. But no, it's Tyrone Marsh. Tom Pettis trying to feed the ball forward there to Ote. Had a good defending, actually. But Ote looked like he was trying to beat his man for a minute. It looks a bit slippy there as Tyrone Marsh has just gone to ground. He's fallen over a little bit and slips on the floor there. But yeah, hopefully we'll build on this. It's good pressing from Stevenage, which is what I liked actually from Tuesday night's game. Obviously, Alex Lavelle had a word with him about that on the back of some of the previous games and previous results, and the pressing side of it is good. It's it started off well in the space of what we had so far, about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes, and it looks like it's paying off again. I think I'm the second behind you on the stream, are you? It's Stevenage throwing now. Romeo Hutton moved from left back to right back today to replace Luther Wild, and he was on the left-hand side in place of Ben Coker on Tuesday. Ben Coker was an unused substitute. And we've got Arthur Ironson from Tom Pett there now, and it's with Marsh, who's got it there, and into Pett, trying to feed Charlie Carter, but it's now back with the whole goalkeeper who's going to try and pass it out from the back, as all clubs tend to do these days. And they're just playing it across the back now to the number 17, which is their left back. I'm not too sure who's playing at left back for them today in regards to the actual sort of formations and things like that. But it's not a recognised left back anyway, so that's somewhere that Stevenage could actually exploit, I think, if they were, looked into that. It's quite a youthful looking whole side as well by what people were saying. But they are on the attack here now, and it's well played there by Tyrone Marsh and Arthur Ironson, who, of course, is not long back from an injury himself. It's back into the side. Good ball there, though, towards Danny Newton. It's with Arthur Ironton back in the centre of the park again, now up to Luke Prosser. Out to the left-hand side to Ben Coker. And that was Charlie Carter, I think, that time there. And into Arthur Ironton again. Prosser now out to Coker. And Coker's going to try and knock it back to Luke Prosser again, captain for the day, into Arthur Ironton. And win the free kick there. It was good play there by the youthful Stevenage midfielder. And he's won a free kick there just inside his own half. We've had about 5 minutes and it's still 0-0. Just coming on for 5 minutes, actually, in fact, by on the clock here, what I've got. And it's going to be Luke Prosser who's going to take this free kick and knock it forward. The former Colchester United and Southend man as well. He's going to whip this one long into the area by the looks of it. And he's going to, he does go long, goes out to the left-hand side as well. It's good play by Stevenage there. Luke Prosser just chested that one out of play though. And it's now with Hull for a throw-in over on this right-hand side. And of course, they're managed by Grant McCann as well, a real good player in his day and good manager as well for Hull and for some other clubs around this division and League One, Peterborough and teams like that. He was with them for a while. So, of course, he's, knows a bit about Stevenage because I'm sure he would have managed against them a number of times, although not with Hull. And it's just with Hull at the moment in the midfield now, and it's played out to the to the right-hand side, I think that was, in fact. And it's headed out of play there by Ote, who literally, I'm surprised he started in this game. The way that he worked on Tuesday night, he went off, I think, about 2 minutes from the end of the game, 2-3 minutes from the end of the game, and he was very, gingerly moving. Let's just say he was running himself Tuesday. He, worked very, very hard. He worked his socks off and, got a deserved goal as well to give Stevenage the lead on that day. But he was struggling to come off at the end. He was, you could see he'd worked very, very hard in that game. Hull are playing a very weak team. Yeah, they're playing their sort of reserve team. Really, they've got 10 changes, which is a surprise. They didn't make that many in the last round. They only made a few, I think. Yeah. And of course, Stevenage this season have done well. They've competed against a couple of League One teams as well, only losing on penalties to the Portsmouth side as well on the first game of the season in the League Cup on the back of a 3-3 draw, where we actually were 2-0 up about this stage, or 1-0 up anyway at least, and coming on to being 2-0 up at this point of that game. And then, of course, we've narrowly lost on penalties to Northampton as well. And only just narrowly lost 2-1 to Milton Keynes Dons. And there's a headed chance there by Hull, the number 14, which I think might be Samuelson, I think. But anyway, it was headed straight at Jamie Cumming, who's just going to take his time there. And then he's going to look to go and get this ball forwards, which he's going to do there. And he's going to put it down on the floor and then boot it into the opposition half towards Danny Newton, who wins his header. And there's a good chance here for Stevenage, and it's the young Oti on loan from QPR. Oti is going to try and get into the area here, is he? Nice footwork, good bit of trickery anyway. Back to Hutton now. And Hutton's going to... No, sorry, that was Marsh, in fact. And it's with Ote's going to win this one, is he? No, I think that was Samuelson, I think it was, who won the header there for Harwood, and they're going to counter, but it's good play by Ote there. And then it's now a throw in for Stevenage. That was a bit of an overhit pass, but it was good play by Ote. And if he gets into the area there, then, if he gets his shot away, you never know, especially on the back of, scoring a few goals in recent weeks. His confidence is surely going to be pretty high at the moment. It's Stevenage throwing there for Ben Coker. And he's going to go and throw it into towards Marsh there. No, that was Ote. That's Marsh now, though. And it's a chance here for Stevenage again to get it into the box. There's a long ball towards Danny Newton. It looks like there's a very attacking lineup for Stevenage. It actually does look like they've gone Marsh sort of off for the two others. More sort of over on one of the wings. I don't know who's on the other wing, really, but it's a chance here for Stevenage now. Tom Pett's driving forward, and he tried to get the ball through. It's a chance here for Coker to whip it in. He's going to win a corner. Is that Stevenage corner? It looks like it is. Good play by Ben Coker on the left-hand side there. Good play by Tom Pett as well. So we're into the 9th minute of the game, and it's an early corner here for Stevenage. Started brightly, started well, and not showing any fear against the side top of League One. There's a good opportunity here for Tom Pett to whip this delivery in, which he's going to do. He's going to whip it into the box. Good play. And it's a chance here for Stevenage. Ote, he was beaten to it. And he's going to win it though, is he? Yeah, Marsh, then to Ote again. Ote into the box now. Well, no, to the edge of the box. Tried to get his pass in, but ended up going through to the Hull goalkeeper. It's just out of play now for a Hull throw-in. We're 10 minutes into the game, and it's with the Hull defence at the moment. It's good play there by the Hull defender to feed it into the middle, and then typically just like that, they play it to a Stevenage man straight away. As I say that, it's good play, and then straight away Romeo Hutton tidies up at the back. So good play there by the on loan at Birmingham man. But we'll take passes like that all day. If it means we can counter on them and get a goal, then we'll take anything that's given to us. It's Hutton with a long throw in there, signature long throw in as well towards Ote, and it's Stevenage throwing. It's a little bit further up the pitch this time. It's going to be another long one by Hutton again, the number 12. And he's going to look who's available and who's open. It looks like Charlie Carter's making a run there, and he's found them, is he? Yeah, he has. Good little touch there, but it's given away in the end. And it's great tackle there. That was Tom Pett, who's just won the ball there. That was a fantastic tackle by the returning Stevenage man. He's back for his second spell at the club, of course. It's Ben Coker now. Luke Prosser. Luke Prosser's back to Ben Coker, back to Prosser. Goes long towards Ote. And it's another opportunity here for Stevenage. Goalkeeper tries to keep it in, but it's another corner ball. And yet again, more good pressure and good pressing from Stevenage. Yeah, doing very, very well at the start of this game. And, you can see they fancy it. They know that Hull have made quite a lot of changes, as we said earlier. And this isn't too different from the side that played in midweek. Only the 3 changes, of course, that are been changed from that game. Pett with a corner, and it's a headed chance there, and that was actually just wide of the goal by Luke Prosser. And dangerous play there. Good ball in from Pett, and Prosser rises above everyone and then heads it wide of the goal. But very good play there by the Stevenage standing captain for the day, and he beats his man there. And yeah, that's could have been 1-0 if it's on target. The keeper's scrambling for that anyway. So that's a good little bit of play. And Stevenage, as I said, have started brightly and definitely the brighter of the 2 sides at the moment for me. It's Hull just playing it around at the back, and yeah, they're a bit sloppy in some of the passes that they're doing as well. That was a great tackle there by Arthur Ryington in the middle, though. Of course, him and Jack Smith against Northampton were the centre midfield partnership on that day, and very youthful centre mid, and they were actually centre mids, and they were both actually very, very good. And he looks like he's gone with quite a youthful midfield again today as well as Alex Ravel, yeah. And Hull are on the attack here now, down this right hand side up against Marsh, or left hand side, sorry. And Marsh has won the tackle there. He's done very, very well, and he's booted it forward as well. There's nobody up there though. Only Ote, and he was on the other side of the whole, the whole half there. And it's Hull that are on the attack here now. Going to try and whip this one in, and it's a good little bit of play by them now. And it's good defending again by Stevenage. That was Terence Van Kooten this time. And it's back with Hull though, in a very sort of dangerous area. Just passing it around at the moment. And it's with the number 18. He's going to have a shot from about 25 yards, but that's a great block there by Terence Van Kooten. Tom Pett now to Ben Coker. He's going to whip it long, is he? Yeah, he does. And he goes towards Ote, sorry, who wasn't able to control it. And it's all the way back with the whole goalkeeper now, which is George Long. And Stevenage, that's fantastic pressure. And again, Tom Pett this time trying to press on the whole. I think he's more of a defensive midfielder rather than a defender there, but wasn't far away from winning that one. Just coming up to the 15-minute mark of this game. And Stevenage doing well so far. Definitely in the tie. And actually Hull are getting a bit of possession now as well, a bit more urgency from them. And it looks like the number 14 can have a shot here again, and he's just fired that one wide of the goal. He's the one that you've got to be a little bit wary of, I think, and that's Jamie Cumming had it covered, but there's a few attempts there from 25 yards that the same players sort of has, yeah. You to see Lenny Lawrence is there, Mark Sampson as well, John Ashton on the bench there. Oh, and Mark Sampson and Alex Rivera are in discussions at the moment with each other. See where we can improve. And it's Ote there now trying to feed the ball through to Newton, but it's good defending by Hull, and Long clears it. Long clears it long as well towards the attacking number 11, I think it is. Need to have a look at the actual names of some of these Hull guys. Just see who's who. But it's with Stevenage anyway, and Ote's going to go and try and play it out to Hutton. Hutton's in there. He's going to try and whip it across And it's all put wide there, was that by Danny Newton? I don't know if he got the last touch, did he? Or if it's going to be put behind for a corner. I think it might be put behind for a corner. It was. The whole man got the last touch, and he needed to as well, because Danny Newton was running in on goal there. And yeah, of course, scored the winning goal, what turned out to be a winning goal on Tuesday night in the end. And I'm sure that will do his confidence a world of good. And that was a good bit of play there. And actually, if the whole man hadn't got that, that could have been 1-0 to Stevenage there, yeah. There's a chance there for Stevenage. Charlie Carter has tried to jump up from the corner and ends up on the floor in a heap, but now it's Hull just trying to go long. And it's gone all the way through to Ben Coker, the Stevenage left back. Going to take his time, and then Jamie Cummins going to clear it long, or try to clear it long, and just about got away with that one. It's knocked on to Marsh. He's going to try and feed Ote now. And it's all the way back with Long now, the whole goalkeeper, and they're just passing it around at the back. Because the FA Cup, anyone can beat anyone on any given day, and yes, there's so many places between the two sides, with Stevenage just above the League Two relegation zone and Hull where they are in League One, top of the division. But actually, Stevenage have been the brighter of the sides in the first sort of 18 minutes or so, yeah, and could actually be a goal ahead with that chance from Danny Newton maybe as well. But now it's a chance here for Hull. That was the foul, was it? And it's a great save by Jamie Cummins. I'm not too sure whether that was a foul, though. I think he might have shoved somebody out of the way there to get his shot away, the Hull number 14, which is the danger man. I think that's Samuelson, I think. But it's a bit tricky as well. He's doing a bit tricky movement there. And then straight into Jamie Cummins' hands. But that was looked a little bit of a shove in the back there, yeah. But the referee didn't give it anyway, didn't say anything to it. And it's with Hull at the moment in the back. And a good opportunity for them to play it across to the opposite flank, which they've just done there now. And it's number 11, I think that is. Number 17. Just having a look here now. Let's have a look in regards to, if I can get these named up on the screen whilst I'm sort of split screen, it'd be good. But let's see what's what. Because I know at the moment it's with Stevenage anyway, and it's gone out of play for a throw into Hull, but it's just been played back to their defender at the moment. They're just playing it around at the back. But I want to see if I can split screen this easy enough. Yeah. But anyway, I know that Stevenage just won a free kick at the moment anyway. I think it was offside, was it? Luke Pross is in there now. He's going to leave that one for Jamie Cummins to take this. The stream is on the BBC website or BBC iPlayer, is where you can get it. For anyone that's asking. We don't obviously show streams because we're not allowed. And it's knocked forward by Jamie Cummins now. It's out to the left-hand side. Danny Newton and Ote is just lost out there, but it's with Stevenage. Terence Van Kooten into Arthur Ryington, into Ben Coker now. And Tom Pett is playing it across the midfield into the defence now to Terence Van Kooten to Hutton. Hutton's going to go long towards Danny Newton. Good touch by Newton, that as well. He's taking himself away from his man and actually getting into the area here. And Danny Newton whips it in, and it's a chance here for Stevenage. It's good effort that, and that was it was Charlie Carter, but it was a good block and actually good tackle there by Marsh, Coker, Charlie Carter again. Good opportunity. There's a whole man down though as well. I'm not too sure who this is, but we'll hopefully not have to have a stop in play, or at least if we do, not for too long. And see a few Stevenage players there warming up. I think that's Jack Smith actually warming up on the sideline there. Not for any particular reason, just to keep himself warm, I think. And some of the other Hull players out there as well. It's with Stevenage now, and it's Charlie Carter, and he's going to try and go long, which he does, and it's straight all the way through to George Long. He's going to go out wide, and Hull are going to try and build in now on this one down the left-hand side. It's a good play there by that's Romeo Hutton holding up the play, and it's had to force Hull have had to force it back. So that was a good play by Stevenage there. And it's with Hull at the moment just passing it around at the back, and Stevenage not, kind of just letting them do it. Really, they're not too fussed, just letting them pass it around in their own half because they know obviously it's not very dangerous for them if they do that. And there's Hutton trying to go long towards Newton this time. It's a chance here for Stevenage to run onto it. Tom Pett, and Tom Pett's going to be fouled. Is he there? Is the referee giving anything there? No. Thought he might have had a little shove on him there, but the referee said nothing to give. And it's all the way back with Hull's defence now. The centre back there, and then the goalkeeper Long is going to just take his time on it and then go out to the other centre half as well. But yeah, it's been a fairly decent start from Stevenage. You've got to be a bit wary of that number 14 for Hull. But actually, the pressing side of it is good. And there's been an opportunity or two in there as well. And it's good headed play there by, it's Hutton, was it, who just lost out there. Now Hull on the attack here. And it's with who's that there now? I think that's the danger man again, is it now? He's going to have a shot from about, no, he's not. He's going to play it in this time into the midfield. And Hull are going to have another long range shot, which is another one that Jamie Cumming doesn't even have to move for. But they're trying these long range efforts at Hull from about 20, 25, 30 yards out. And none of them have really troubled Jamie Cumming so far. But yeah, they are trying to, shoot from about 20, 25 yards out. And actually, Jamie Cumming has done everything covered so far, what he's needed to do, yeah. I think there's been one that was, on target, but it was straight at him, whereas the others are defensive, have either got blocks on or just been fired over the top. Yeah, nice and, out of danger anyway. Easily controlled the Stevenage defence getting the blocks in, and of course Jamie coming with that other save as well, which was not even really a shot on target. It was sort of a half chance on target, really. Yeah, more than anything else. And Hull are going to try and get into the area here, and there's an opportunity for them, and it's headed wide by, who was that there now? I think that was Leon running. Who was that? Was that Samuelson, was it? Let's have a look. I didn't see who that was, but it was a decent opportunity for them. And one time they put it out wide and into the box, they've had a chance. It's gone wide of the goal, comfortably wide, but Jamie Cumming didn't have to move for it. But yeah, it's a signs of danger anyway from Hull. Stevenage are going to win by 2-1, I think. That's what I predict here in my predictions. At least that's what I'd like to happen anyway. There's an opportunity here for Stevenage on the attack. It's with Charlie Carter now, Ote, and Pat Ironton out to the left-hand side, Coker. And Coker's going to knock it into Carter, and he's won the throw-in. Charlie Carter, is he going to leave this one for Ben Coker on this left-hand side? Yeah, it looks like he is. Doesn't want to leave it for Hutton. Hutton's over on the other end, of course, the right-hand side today. And Coker's going to try and find his man, which he does. He finds Carter, he finds Coker again, and then he wins another throw-in. There's the Stevenage number 3. Former Southend left-back, of course, as well. Former Lincoln City man, of course, played with Tom Pett in his time at Lincoln too. Now a permanent signing. Signed on loan originally and then signed permanently not too long after, actually, did Ben Coker. It was only a few weeks after. It's with Stevenage now, and it's out to the right-hand side to Hutton. And Hutton's going to... No, so it's Marsh, in fact, there, from Terence Van Kooten. I need to try and maybe put this on big screen because I can't see half of the players on the right-hand side, which doesn't look great. There we go. And it's with Cumming. Cumming's going to go and try and feed that one in there. Danny Newton wins his header. And Tom Pett's playing quite advanced by the looks of it. He's playing sort of in the number 10 role. By the looks of the positional, positional tactics and stuff there. And actually, Tom Pett did mention to me the other day in regards to how did I feel about the new tactic. And now I'm looking at the tactic. It does look different from previous weeks. Slightly more attacking, which is obviously Tom Pett and Marsh are playing sort of off of Newton and Ote. And it's a chance here for Hull. It's an opportunity. Good play there by Stevenage. Thomas Van Kooten wins his tackle and then gets it clear as well. And here's Samuelson now for them, is it? I think. Gonna feed. And there's a chance here. And I think that was Batty, was it? Who just whips it in. And a chance there for Stevenage to clear, and it didn't need to anyway. The official was blown for an offside in there. So good bit of play by Hull, and they're actually looking a little bit brighter in the final third in these sort of last, 3 or 4 minutes. Looking to create a little bit more. Jamie Cummings going to take his time over this one. And there we go. He's booted it long, and it has reached into the Hull half this time, but only as far as the Hull man. And then Stevenage win it back through Van Kooten and a bit more head tennis. And then, it's now with Hutton to Van Kooten. He's going to whip it long. The Guyana man. And then let's have a look here now. It's with Hull anyway on the right-hand side. Played it into the middle. And it's a good play there by Coker. And actually, he wasn't able to win the ball, though. It's an opportunity here for Hull to get on the attack. Actually, what I might do is see if I can get the lineup for Hull on my phone, because some of this it's an opportunity here. Good play by Jamie Cumming. And then I can just keep looking down at my phone for when I need to speak about any of the Hull players. But yeah, it's with Marsh to Hutton. To Marsh, and Marsh going to try and whip it in, is he, towards Ote, but Marsh wins it back, and he wins the throw-in as well, does he, I think, there? The referee says, yes, he does. Sam Allison says, yep. Stevenage throw. It's coming up to the half an hour point of the game. It's a good throw in there towards Danny Newton. He wins his header. Does he know he loses out? Marsh, Pett. So that was Carter, in fact, and it's Hutton. Hutton's going to run at his man. Hutton's going to whip it into the box there, and it's straight at George Long, though, the whole goalkeeper. And he plays it out to, I think that's Coyle on the right-hand side there. He plays it into the middle to Mayer. And Mayer has won the free kick, I think, as well, for Hull. It's with the midfield now, and it's out to McLaughlin on the ball. He's going to play it into the middle. And it's out now with Samuelson, number 14, out to the right-hand side. I think that's with, who was that there now? Was that the number 18, which is Slater? There's a chance here for them to get the ball into the box, and it's Jamie Cumming comfortably grabs that one. Jones, I think, with the delivery. Towards Eves. Eves is playing up front today on his own. They've got quite a few blonde players in their team, anyways, to say the least, and Eves is one of those. It's a good header there by Hull. I think that might have even been Devise. He just headed that one out. It's either Devise or Jones, anyway, one of the centre halves. And that's with Coker into Tom Pett. And Tom Pett's going to play it out to the Charlie Carter there on the wides. And Ote, good save there by Long, and he's going to parry it behind for another corner. Good pressure again from Stevenage, and George Long had to, pull that one, run behind the goal for another corner. Yeah, wide of his post. Push that one wide of his post. And it looks like an opportunity here for Stevenage to get everybody into the box. I don't think there's too many that they're leaving behind, leaving back. As Tom Pett's going to whip in the delivery, which he does, and he whips it straight into George Long's hands, and very comfortable for the whole number one there. Big, tall goalkeeper. He's going to throw it out to the left-hand side. It's with McLaughlin now. McLaughlin whips it on there. Samuelson's got it. Eves is in there as well. Also, there was Scott was involved as well in the play there. Still goalless. 32 minutes played. 0-0. There's a chance here for Holder on the attack on the left-hand side. It's given away there by McLaughlin straight to the Stevenage man, which was Arthur Ironton. And now it's Tom Pett at the moment. Just been shoved to the floor there by the number 14, Samuelson. And Hutton's over it. Going to try and feed the ball through to Newton, but it's tied up at the back. And Hutton's in. Marsh towards Hutton, and he's good play there by the whole left back McLaughlin. He had to get that one right as well, because Hutton was in, and he would have had a free run down that right hand side, and he might have been able to feed one of his Stevenage teammates there in the box again. But you are going to see a Stevenage throw in now. Anyway, a long one from Romeo Hutton. He whipped in, and everybody's crowding the box. And Hutton's got a really long throw, and he does actually feed the Stevenage man as well, who gets a shot in there. Danny Newton, I think it was Charlie Carter, in fact, who had the effort, and it was well saved by Long in the end. Had to claim it at the second attempt, though. It was Charlie Carter, not Danny Newton. But yeah, it was a good effort. It's with McLaughlin now for Hull. Going to play it back to the centre back there, the number 4, De Vries. And then Long goes across to Jones, and then Coyle, and then into the midfield now. Trying to feed it out to Scott here. And Scott's going to try and take it round his man, is he, as well? Is he going to have a shot there? About 25 yards again? Yes, he is. So every time Hull get to that position, all they're going to do is shoot by the looks of it. Another one that Jamie Cumming didn't even have to look at, though, because it was just so wide in the goal. And Jamie Cummings is going to take another goal kick now. But that seems to be Hull's tactic, is get it from about 25 yards and then shoot. Most of their chances have been through that, really, to be honest. And Marsh is in here now. He's going to try and feed it into Ose, but it's given away. And it's good play there by Stevenage, and TBC. Terence Van Koopman wins that one. Gets there first and then plays it back to Jamie Cumming. Just beat Scott to it. And Cumming whacks it long towards Carter. And actually, there's a chance here now for Stevenage. Danny Newton, I think that was, tried to feed Ote. And it was well defended by De Vries. And there's a chance here for Hull to counter between Samuelson and the big number 9 there, Eves. But it was well played by Stevenage to get it back and force Hull back and all the way back to the defence, and with Jones at the moment, and then De Vries now. De Vries is going to go back to his centre back partner, who goes across to the right hand side now to Coyle, and then the opportunity there for Stevenage to win the ball back through Tom Pett, but he wasn't able to. And it's with Hull here, and it's I think that's Coyle taking the throw in over on that right hand side. Right in front of the Ken Brown Motors and Hotshot Racing signs. But yeah, it's with Stevenage now, and there's a free kick there on Tom Pett. It was not too sure who that was that made the foul, but it was good play by the Stevenage midfielder anyway. We've got about just under 10 minutes left of this half. I think maybe slightly over if you include any injury time, but it doesn't look like there'll be too much of that, whether the half's gone so far. As Ben Coker's over the free kick. He's going to try and get it into the area, which he does. He feeds the man, Danny Newton, there, and it was chance here for Arthur Ironton. Ote's got no, sorry, is it Ote? Yeah, it is Ote. Gets it back, Ote. Oh, and it's deflected off of Jones and away for another Stevenage corner. Good pressing and another good play, from the so another good bit of play there from the Stevenage midfield. I'm definitely looking, very up for this game. And actually, from this corner, or a similar kind of corner beforehand, it was a Tom Pett corner that was headed wide by Luke Prosser as well. And Tom Pett whips this one in, and it's actually straight towards George Long. He claims it easy, and then there's a really long throw on him, and Terence Van Kooten was alert, but it was a mammoth throw from the whole shot stopper there, and Danny Newton's in. He beats his man, beats McLaughlin, he whips it in there. Tom Pett's effort is fired behind for another corner off of Coyle. So good play by Stevenage, and we're finishing the half the way that we started it. Definitely much the better of the sides. Just need a goal now. You're going 1-0 at half time, and actually that's quite deserved on the balance of play. And Tom Pett, he whips it in. There's a chance there, and it's met by Carter, and then Prosser was in there as well. But now it's out for a Hull City throw on. I'm not too sure who that was. I think that might have even been Terence Van Kooten who knocks it out in the end. Tried to knock it forward, and it went out of play. And it's with Samuelson for Hull, and it's out with McLaughlin now. Well played there by the Stevenage midfielder Arthur Ironton into Coker. And he knocks it back to Prosser now. Out to Charlie Carter. Charlie Carter tries to go long towards Marsh, who wasn't able to win his header. And Huller on the attack here now with the big striker Eves. Out to the left, to the right hand side, so it's a Coyle. And there's an opportunity here. Eves is on again. And Eves is in there. He's going to try and feed Scott even. And Scott's going to get his shot away. And it's a great save there by Jamie Cumming. He had to be alert to that one and turn it behind for a Hull corner. But yeah, it was good play by Hull. Good hold up play by Eves, and fed the ball out wide there to Scott, and get his shot across the face of goal, and Jamie Cumming had to parry that one wide for a Hull corner. And it was good bit of play by the visitors, and actually a really good one-handed save as well. And it's a chance here. I think it's the Hull, I don't know what number that was, who whips it in, but it's good defending by Stevenage anyway, and Ote clears it. I know Samuelson was on the edge of the box. It's now with the De Vries there into Slater, into Jones, out to Coyle. I think that is it? No, it's not Coyle. It's, who is it? 22, which is Mayer, in fact. And Mayer's got it now. And it's well played there off of Tom Pett. And it's a Hull corner. Sorry, a Hull throw-in even. And it's a chance there for them to go on the attack now. Coyle. And it's with the number 15, Jones. And actually, it's just decided to freeze on me almost then, but it's back in, got the screen back again now. And it's with Samuelson here now, and Hull have won the throw in there. Looks like Samuelson's going to leave it though. To Coyle, he's going to take it right in front of his own manager. He's going to go long, but actually backwards in the end. And it's with Jones now, all the way across to McLaughlin, and De Vries was in there as well. De Vries was in there as well. And actually, good play there by Romeo Hutton against Scott, and he's seen that one out of play. It's good defending by the Stevenage right back for the day. And Jamie Cumming is just running it across his goal line now, from one side of the box to the other. The D anyway, I should say, in fact. right in front of where the whole away fans would be. It looks like they've got commentary team in there though, by the looks of it. And Jamie Cumming goes long there, and it's Danny Newton up against Coyle, and Coyle got the better of him there, and it's now a whole throw-in to be taken by the right back. Is he going to look to throw it into Batty there? No, he's not. He throws it to Samuelson in the end. And Samuelson's going to go to Batty now. He's going to go out to this left-hand side to McLaughlin for the visitors. And it's on towards the number 18 there, which is Slater, in towards Scott. It's well played there by Stevenage though, and tied it up nicely. Luke Pross has got it there from Terence Van Kooten now, out to Ben Coker on the left-hand side. Into Luke Prosser now again. He's going to get it into Arthur Ryanton. He's going to go back to the Terence Van Kooten, who runs it out of the box into Hutton, who gets it back from Van Kooten again. And then Van Kooten starts a little bit of a build up there with Newton, tries to get it long towards Newton and then loses out. There's Ote there, the on loan QPR man. Ben Coker's up there against the number 22, which is Mayo. It's good bit of press in there again. Stevenage actually looking to press here now on Long, the goalkeeper, who gets it out to McLaughlin, just about keeps it in play. And he goes out to the Samuelson there now, and is Scott. And Scott tries to go out to the right-hand side to Coyle now. He's going to whip it in, and it's good play. Well defended again, though, by Terence Van Kooten. And Tom Pett's tracking back as well. And it's with Arthur Ryanton now, running out of midfield for Stevenage. Trying to feed it to Danny Newton, but it's tidied up by Hull City there and all the way back through to the goalkeeper Long. And it's with the number 8 now for them, which is Batty. There we go, with another attack now for Hull, and it's a foul. Is that by Arthur Ryanton? The referee says yes, I think, on Tom Eaves. Coming up to about 2 minutes away from the 45. And it's now with Hull in the centre of the park again, and it's the number 18, Slater, who plays it out to Coyle this time, who whips it in, and it's good defending there by the number 15 for Stevenage, which is Terence Van Kooten, and he puts it behind for a corner ball to Hull. And Terence Van Kooten, you know, in today to replace the big Scotsman, Scott Cuthbert, who's unavailable. He's not in the squad at all. There's a chance here for Hull from this corner now, short corner. And whips in, is it? No. There's Samuelson, another opportunity there. It's well played by Luke Prosser. Wins his header and knocks it behind for another corner on the opposite side. That's opportunity here for Hull at the end of this first half now. Let's see if they can grab that, you know, important first goal. And Tom Pett there for Stevenage is going to try and defend this one as well. He's that's the first man they've got to try and beat. It's whipped in. It's well defended there by I think that was Charlie Carter that time who won the header. And it's now with Hull again. And it's the number 22, which is Mayer, who whips it in. And actually, there's an opportunity there for Hull. And it looked like Eaves went down there under the challenge. There's no penalty for me, but might have given the referee something to look at that. But no, it was definitely not a penalty. And good ball in there from the Hull right back. And it's actually ended up straight through into the hand of Jamie Cumming, who claims that one. And this is the 45th minute now, so probably not too long until the referee decides how much added time we've got, if we've got any at all, because there hasn't been any injuries or really any stoppages in play either. Jamie Cummings going to go long, which he does, into the whole half towards Ote. He misses his header though. It's well defended by De Vries. And Charlie Carter's up against it there, against the number 22, which is Mayer. Charlie Carter's going to leave that throw into Ben Coker. One of Stevenage got an opportunity here at the death in this, first half. Ben Coker throws it into Ote. Ote back to Coker again. Coker into the midfield to Tom Pett. That'll play for a Stevenage. Off of Luke Prosser, that's going to be a whole throw in there. And that's half time as well. So at the break. It is 0-0 between Stevenage and Hull. Doing very well, actually, Stevenage in this tie so far, very much in the tie. Hull have, sort of been more sort of shot savvy from 25, 30 yards. They're having their shots from long distance, really, and Stevenage have had a few opportunities. One that was headed wide by Luke Prosser and one that was put just wide by Danny Newton as well. And Hull have had that one opportunity that was saved by Jamie Cumming. But other than that, there's not been too many chances in the first half. But yeah, Stevenage would be very happy to be in the tie and actually, looking a decent side and putting in a good account of themselves so far. Yeah. So it's a very interesting second half set up. And of course, as I was saying before, we do have the opportunity for maybe penalties and extra time as well, or extra time and penalties as well, with the scores are level, which they were in round one for Stevenage, of course, as we touched on earlier. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens there in regards to that one. I'll have a look through some other FA Cup scores for you as well, and other scores for you, so you were all aware of what else is happening in the other ties so far. So let's go to that. In the Premier League at Southampton 0, Man U 0 after 18 minutes. And let's go to the FA Cup and then let's have a little look for you guys into some of the scores from this great competition as well. So we do have goals in some of the games. Wimbledon 1, Crawley 1, Barnet 0, MK Dons 0, Bristol Rovers 3, Darlington 0, which is the other game on this channel as well. So if you want to pop in and say hello to Matt, then do so and tell him he's got the better of the game so far. Although we do have a second half to come. And actually on the back of this as well, if Stevenage also get into the hat, via a penalty shootout like in round one, we'll take that, especially against the side top of League One. And of course, we were the underdogs in that time, and they're the underdogs today. As Stevenage, they were the underdogs that time. We're the underdogs this time. That's what I was trying to say there. Carlisle 0, Doncaster 2, Mansfield 1, Dagenham 1, Shrewsbury 0, Oxford City 0, and Stockport 1, Yeovil 1 as well. Marine and Havant kick off in about 20 minutes time. I think it's about 2:45, I think. So that one's not kicked off yet. But yeah, this one's still goalless at the moment. I'm in awe of you, Matt. That's what I'm going to say. You've had the goals so far, and of course we do have some big Premier League action later as well between Chelsea and Tottenham, and then Arsenal and Wolves a bit later on tonight. And then tomorrow we've got some great Premier League games as well. Leicester, Fulham and West Ham Villa, of course, all going to be taking place tomorrow. And I'm not too sure if there's any final FA Cup ties tomorrow. I think there is as well. I think there might be one more or a couple more as well to end the weekend. And of course, so far, the real upset is Chorley knocking out Peterborough. They knocked them out by 2-1 on Saturday, didn't they, yesterday? And that's the one sort of standout result so far in this competition. Just having a look at it. And I know Newport went through as well, as they tend to do a lot in this competition, beating Salford by 3-0. Just want to see if there's any more. There we go. It's 4-0 now, just on the stroke of half time as well. Matt's definitely got the better of the game. They scored the fourth there, the Bristol Rovers, Daly, Hare, Leash, and then Ostuma there as well, getting the fourth goal. So he's definitely got the game so far that we want to be commentating on. And actually, there was 2 late goals in that half. The third goal come from the penalty spot in the 44th, and then Ostuma's chance came after that penalty, as well, to make it 4-0. And there you are. It's 3-0 and 4-0 in quick succession. And Darlington, unfortunately, are looking very much out at that time now. Will take some massive comeback for them to actually get any kind of result from this one now. But it's the FA Cup, so you never know. Stranger things have happened, I suppose. But yeah, so that was just a little rundown of some of the scores, and we've still got probably another 10 minutes or so of the extra time. So the extra time, the half-time period. Getting carried away, yeah. It's not extra time just yet. Got another half and it'd be extra time if it's goalless then, of course, as we were saying before. Or if there's a level score anyway. So let's have a little look at some of your comments as well, just to have a little touch up on that in the chat. Yeah, good, decent first half so far, yeah. Hi to who we got in there. KSJ Dragon, how you doing? No, we don't want Hull to win, mate. Hi to Michael Kumar as well. Michael Kumar, how you doing, mate? Yeah, end-to-end stuff so far. It's been a decent half. Yeah. It seems definitely in this tie anyway. Very much in the competition still, and stranger things have happened in the FA Cup. Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Yeah. Tired. I stayed up to watch the boxing, Mike Tyson last night, and it was not worth the wait. I say that much. It was a draw as well. I'm getting all the draws at the moment. Whatever I do ends up in a draw. Just Arsenal, probably end up in a draw tonight as well. Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's 0-0 so far, half time. Just hopefully have a goal in the second half will be nice, and maybe knock a League One side out. Yeah, it was awful, mate. It was. It wasn't a boxing match. Let's say that much. It was more of a hugging match. You could see they were, two older guys competing against each other. They really weren't in it for the fight, really. And they've said that they're going to go and do a rematch, but I'm not staying awake if it's at 5 o'clock in the morning again. I'll say that much. It really wasn't great at all. So just hopefully we'll have some stats in regards to this first half as well soon. I'd like to know who had the more possession and everything like that, but it's not coming up with anything at the moment. But no, I can't see anything on there. It's just giving me the scores, which I've just read out to you anyway. I do want to know if there's any stats from the game so far, but it's not really giving me a lot. I wonder if BBC website will give me anything. Match stats. Here we go. So 45% possession for Stevenage, 55 for Hull, 10 shots for Hull, 7 for Stevenage. Bearing in mind 10 of those shots, and not 10 shots on target. It's 3 shots apiece on target. Because Hull have had 7 shots from about 25 yards out, which probably sums that up. To be honest, there's 6 corners to 3 for Stevenage and 4 fouls to 2. Hull have got the 4, and Stevenage have got the 2 fouls in there. And no booking so far or anything like that. As we are just looking here now into how long this is going to be here now in terms of restarting for the second half. I wonder if we'll have any more goals in the Bristol City game as well. I wonder if Darlington will grab a goal and get one back. But so far, it's all Bristol Rovers in that one. They're 4-0 up, and the other game that's been covered. Not too sure yet. I've got the next one I do is my 50th, in fact, which is a landmark. Of course, it's a little bit of a milestone. There's a couple lined up, and the next one's a big one. So I'm just trying to get a decent, or some good names involved in for the next one, maybe. We have a podcast tomorrow on this channel as well, the RS Media channel live podcast tomorrow night, which we'll be doing from 8 p.m. I think it is. And I don't know if we'll have any of the guys on. There might be one former Stevenage player on and one possibly current Stevenage player on there as well, but we don't know yet for sure. Yeah. Graham Wesley for the 50th would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah. Graham Wesley, Paul Fairclough, or Ronnie Henry. Any of those will do. Yeah, that's another shout as well, but I'm not too sure about that one yet. Steve Morrison would be a nice 50th as well, actually, as would somebody like George Boyd, or I've done Mark Smith already, and some of the other ones like that. But yeah, John Ashton, he did say he would do it, but maybe it might be a good 50th. I've done Robbo, so Ashford a 50th might be all right. Might have to message him after the game. Who else is there that could be in for a shout? Could be a good one. There's a few of that team that I've done, or most of that team I've done. Yeah, Grazioli wants to come on. I know he's not too sure when he's available, but that might be a half decent one for 50 as well. It's like he messaged me earlier. See, that's one. Yeah, Grazioli. I just said that as well. I'm going to message him back actually now while I'm on the stream. Yeah. He messaged me back earlier. I messaged him last night, and he messaged me earlier saying that he wants something arranged over Christmas or that sort of period. So I don't know how long that's going to be, but if I can grab him for the 50th, that would be ideal. Yeah, we can get him in the next few days, next week or whatever, next couple of weeks. I think we're going to be underway again in a minute. I think not too long. Total crosses. What's this? 15 crosses to 11 in Stevenage's favour. That's another stat as well. As they're just out walking the pitch and doing their groundsman duties now. I think we shouldn't be too long before we get into the second half now. In fact, I know we're 1:30 kickoff, so yeah, it shouldn't be too long. Probably the players will be coming out again in a minute. As the score is still goalless at 0-0. Live from the Lamak Stadium, previously known as Broadhall Way, of course. I'll run you through the lineups again as well quickly. This is where I do that, and then both teams make a change. But the whole lineup is Long, Coyle, Jones, Devise, McLaughlin, Slater, Batty, Samuelson, Mayer, Eves, and Scott. On the bench for them, Lewis Potter, Fleming, Arthur, Sheaf, Chadwick, Cartwright, and Jones. And then the Stevenage side is Cumming, Hutton, Vanku, and Prosser, Coker, Ironton, Marsh, Carter, Pett, Osei, and Newton. Subs Vincent Johnson, List, Reed, Akinwande, Smith, and Ross Marshall as well, as the whole team are back out again. It looks like Stevenage is not too far behind them. Hull are out first though. It looks like Stevenage are coming now as well. As they are, it's Luke Prosser leading them out, captain for the day, as I said earlier, for the Stevenage side in place of Scott Cuthbert. And yeah, it looks like Stevenage are back out now as well. Just running back out onto the pitch, doing their sort of second half warm up. They're all just getting into a discussion, a few of them there as well. It doesn't look like any subs are going to be made so far, which is good because I just read out the lineups. But yeah, still 0-0. And we'll have a winner at some point of the game. Might be in this half, might be in extra time, might be in penalties. You never know. Looks like Hull are going to be kicking off this time now, and it's going to be, I think that's the number 14, Samuelson, the man who, I think he had 7 shots off target. I think he had about 5 of them himself. And just looking there now, you see Grant McCann there, and it looks like Hull are going to kick off here now. And the referee, Samuel Allison, has said to Samuelson, "Are we ready? Is everybody ready to go for the second half?" Samuelson there has now kicked off for the second half. We're underway again. And it's with Stevenage now. Win it back straight away there. Marsh into Ironton. And Stevenage win. An early free kick there. Marsh is going to leave it for Hutton to take, which he does. He gives it across to Prosser. To Ben Coker now on the left-hand side. Ben Coker into... Try to feed Carter there, but given away. There's an opportunity for Hull to get it through to the number 2, the right back Coyle, but it's well tidied up by Prosser there and put behind for another throw-in early on into this half, which is going to be taken by the Hull right back Coyle again. He's going to take it there into, I think that was Mayer that time. He gave it away, but it's with Ote now. Ote, opportunity for Stevenage straight away in this half. Ote tries to give it to Marsh. Marsh to Pett. Pett leaves it for Ironton. Ironton out to Coker. And Coker back to Ironton again, then to Prosser now. And then Prosser's going to go out to this. Oh, no, into the centre there, but towards Pett, but it's given away sloppily there. As Hull on the attack here now. That was Mayer trying to feed Eves, but it was well cut out there. It's with Charlie Carter now, and it's a chance there for Stevenage, and it's a free kick by Coyle there, going through the back of Ote. And Tom Pett's over it. He's going to leave it for Ben Coker. Just inside the Hull half. Ben Coker there is going to... He's over it anyway. What's he going to do with this? Is he going to try and pass it short, or is he going to try and get it into the box? Looks like everyone's trying to get into the area, or the edge of the area. And Coker whips it in. Newton goes up for it. And Tom Pett on the edge of the box there now. Wins his header, but bit of head tennis and stuff. There's Tom Pett. Out to Coker. And it's behind there for a corner ball. I think Coker is claiming for a handball there, but he's said no there, the referee's corner ball rather than a penalty there. I'm not too sure. I didn't see much of that one. I don't think there was really an awful lot in that for a penalty kick. But there's nothing come from that corner either, and it's now behind for a Hull goal kick, which is going to be taken by Long. And it's Long now, and it's Arthur Ironton's battling there. He wins his battle in the midfield. And it's now with Hull, and Eves is going to compete there against Van Kooten. And Van Kooten does well, as does Marsh. Marsh helps him out well as well there and wins the throw-in. In the Stevenage half still, 49 minutes on the clock. Still goalless. And Hutton's going to throw it in there now towards Newton. Newton wins another throw-in. A little bit further on now. And Hutton's going to move forward. He's going to try and take another long one in now. Or is he going to go short this time? I think he's going to go long, is he? Hutton normally goes long when he's got the opportunity to. He doesn't know. He goes short to Pett this time, out to Marsh, into Pett again, into the area, and it's put straight into the hands of Long this time. Well claimed there by the Hull goalkeeper, who throws it out again. Another long throw in towards the number 9, Eves. It goes out to the right hand side, sorry, to Coyle. He's going to go on a little marauding run here now. It's the Hull right back. He gives it there to the number 22, which is Mayer. And Mayer's got it back. And Mayer's in the midfield there to Samuelson. Mayer's got it back again now. He's going to play it out to the right-hand side. Whipped delivery that time by Coyle. And it's, what's an opportunity here for Hull. And I think, has he given anything there? Has the referee given... I think he's given an offside there. I think Stevenage got away with that one if it is an offside, because I think that could have been a penalty. if the referee hasn't given that as the official hadn't given that as offside, or did he give a penalty in the end? I need to see. I think he might have even given. Did he give the penalty? Or did he give it as a offside? It definitely was a penalty anyway. If that's what's been given, it's the right decision here. Jamie Cumming, is it a penalty? I think he's given the spot kick. I think he has. Yeah, he has, and it's the right call as well. And it's the number 9 there for Hull, even now against Jamie Cumming, and it's definitely the right decision to give that. Wasn't sure what was happening for a second there, but it's definitely a penalty. It was dangerous play. And Tom Eaves is up against Jamie Cumming now, and Tom Eaves steps up, and Jamie Cumming dives the right way, but ball beats him into the back of the net, and the visitors lead through Tom Eaves there. Good, penalty into the corner. Jamie Cumming dives the right way, and it ends up going through. And a little bit like Otae's penalty the other week, actually. In fact, straight into the corner, really, and it's definite penalty there. I want to see who it was actually that made the foul, but needless anyway, to say the least. And unfortunately, things are a goal behind in the 52nd minute of the half. It's Tom Pett's kick off. There's a chance there for Stevenage on the attack straight away. Danny Newton there tried to jump up for that one, but I think that might have even been Luke Prosser. Was it who gave away the penalty? I need to see who it was, but referee called the right decision anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really complain with those. I wasn't sure what was happening for a minute, but the penalty was the right decision. It was the right call. It's with Hull now on this right-hand side there now. And it's with Mayer. Mayer's going to... Who was it that gave away the penalty? I wanted to see. I'll have to have a look, but it wasn't a great tackle anyway. Didn't really need to dive in like that. It's with Stevenage Tom Pett. Tom Pett is trying to get in there now, and he's won the free kick here. Be good if we can get an equaliser straight away. Definitely not out with this tie anyway. We've done well in the first half, and unfortunately that decision there, went against us. It is the right decision, but it's just needless to do that, and little lapse in concentration there from the Stevenage defence, and Huller in, and there you go, penalty given, and 1-0. Yeah. It's Ben Coker over it. This free kick here now. He's going to try and get it into the box. Is he going to play it short? Let's see. I think Ben Coker's going to try and whip it in, which he does, into the area towards Luke Prosser there. And he wins the header, but it's given the chance there now off Ryanton. Ben Coker. Charlie Carter now whips it in. There's a chance there. It's going to let it roll through. Hutton's delivery towards Carter, and it's off for Ryanton now. A bit better from Stevenage there, and it's behind for Stevenage throw-in as well. He's going to be taken by Ben Coker, I think, on this left-hand side. Into Otae, into Coker again, and it's Pett tried to feed it back to his former Lincoln teammate, but wasn't able to do anything with it this time. Prosser's going to go long though, and it's out for another throw-in now. So it's Hull leading at the Lambeck Stadium by 1-0 through Tom Eaves' penalty just about 3 minutes ago. The side top of League One, leading the side just outside the relegation zone in League Two. It's chance here from Marsh though, just to feed it out wide to Hutton. And Hutton's going to try and take it round his man, and he's going to whip it in. And it's a chance here for Stevenage that's come off for Danny Newton there, and George Long got there in the end, but that one was trickling, and like it might have trickled past him in the end, but he done well to claim that, did the whole shot stopper there, the number 1. Stop that from going into the back of the net for an equaliser. It's with Hull now, and it's with Coyle, the right back, sorry. And it's with Stevenage now, Ben Coker. And then Prosser's got it now out to Carter, Charlie Carter, who was body checked there. Referee says no foul though. And Hunter in here now with Scott on this left-hand side, attacking the Stevenage goal. Good defending there by Terence Van Kooten there, forcing them back. And there we go, all the way back to the whole defence now. And it's, I think that was De Vries that time. It's now with the whole midfielder, which is Mayer. Plays a 1-2 off of Tyrone Marsh. Marsh wins it back though. And then Stevenage go out with Hutton, tries to feed it down the line towards Ote. So not Ote, Newton in fact, and Newton's not able to keep it in. It's still 1-0 to Hull. It's going to be a throw-in over on this right-hand side, left-hand side, sorry, by McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to throw it into the Stevenage half, is he? Yeah, doesn't quite make it though. The Stevenage have got the chance here now through Ote. It's well defended by Hull though. And the Stevenage have got it and Hutton into Marsh. Looks like Marsh might have clattered his man there. The referee says nothing's been given. And Tom Eaves is on a little run here now down the right flank, and he's ran it out of play. The Hull City goal scorer. And Hull City 54-46 in the last sort of 11-12 minutes in terms of possession. And leading as well by the goal to nil, which of course is the one that matters. It's with Stevenage now, trying to go long there towards Newton, who wasn't able to control it though. It's out of play for a Hull throw on the left-hand side. McLaughlin, the left back, is going to take it. Wonder who Alex Ravel is looking at on the bench that he could bring on. There's a few options. He's got Femi Akinwande is one that he could look at list as well. Arthur Reed, potential. Even Jack Smith as well if he wants to change up the centre midfield partnership, or Vince a lot as well. There's a few players on the bench, and of course you can use a number of subs in this competition as well. I think you can use 5 subs. I think so. You could, still got quite a lot to use. I wonder if it won't be too long until there's this first Stevenage change. I don't think if things stay the same. There's a chance here for Hull. Samuelson into that was Coyle, when it's well defended by Stevenage that time. It was Charlie Carter who was back there, and Coyle was in there now. He's been shoved to the floor by, I think it was Ben Coco. He's shoved him to the floor. It was actually Ben Coco, I think, he won the tackle, to be fair, in the original tackle in the box, to be fair to him. I think he did well. And then Hull were able to get it down that flank again, and Coco's had to give away the free kick. So Hull are in a very dangerous position here now. It'd be, a bit of a nightmare to go 2-0 down before the 60th minute, because actually that's probably not too long between making a sub. Probably about the 60th, but a bit of the sub that Stevenage would make around about that point. So if you do that at 1-0, then you never know. It might be a bit of a game changer substitution. Just having a look here who's over it for Hull. It's going to be whipped in, and it's straight over the top by Jamie Cummins. He had to tip that one over. I think it might have been McLaughlin who had the delivery in the end. I know the number 8 Batty was over it as well, but Jamie Cummins had to tip that one over the top. It looks like there's going to be a substitution for Hull. Just want to see who this is that's coming off. It's the visitors making the sub, and it is number 22 coming off, I think. Yeah, which is Mayer. And number 19, Lewis Potter, is coming on for the visitors. As they're just about to take this corner now. Referee spotted some holding or some pushing and shoving. Anyways, I had a word with a few of the players there. And he's now allowing the corner to be taken. There's a delivery there cleared by Stevenage in the end, and it's with Samuelson now. And it's McLaughlin, I think he took the corner, got it back. Arthur Ironton wins ahead of there. De Vries, there's a chance of a hole, and it's number 11, Scott, whips it in. And again, Cummins has to tip it over the top. And turn it behind for a corner. Still, Stevenage now a Hull City 1. The penalty by the striker there, Tom Eaves. Just about beat Jamie Cummins, dived the right way. It's put behind for a chance that Jamie Cummins going to tidy that one up. Luke Prosser now. Given away there though in the midfield, and it's with Hull, number 18, which is the midfielder Slater. And of course, Lewis Potter, the substitute as well, was getting involved. And Steve's got a throw in over here now. Danny Newton there. Romeo Hutton's going to take another long throw in, as he's known for doing. We're going to get it into the box. Defended there by Hull. Oh, chance there for Stevenage again. There's a chance for Danny Newton. No, Ote. Charlie Carter, no. Head tennis in the box, and it's all the way back to the Hull goalkeeper there. He claims that one easily. George Long. And Hull just won a free kick there. I think that was Romeo Hutton there, shoved his man in the back. The substitute Lewis Potter has just been on the pitch about 2-3 minutes now. Bit of a needless free kick to give away. And I think that's the first booking of the game as well. And the 64th minute there for the Stevenage right back, which it is. Just seeing who's over this now for Hull. I think it's Batty. I'm not too sure who the other one is. Is it Samuelson that's going to look over it as well? No, it isn't. I think it might be. Let's see who that is. Is that the substitute? It's a good effort anyway. It's straight at Jamie Cummins, who claims that one. Can't really see too much who that was because it's got a little bit misty now. Ose wins that. Going to try and feed Danny Newton, who wasn't able to get to it though. It's a bit of hold up play by Ote in the end, who's Ben Coco now is given away. And Eaves is up against Van Kooten. Van Kooten loses out, and Tom Eaves is in and gives it straight to Arthur Ironton, who gives it straight back to Hull. And it's with the 17 there now, which is McLaughlin, the left back. It's the Hull side that's made 10 changes, remember, as well. Still doing enough to beat a Stevenage side who only made 3 on the back of Tuesday's win. It's a chance here for Hull from this left side. Going to be whipped in, is it, by either Batty or McLaughlin? Not too sure which one's going to take it yet. I think it's Batty over it this time, Batty takes it and whips it into the area. And it's well defended there by Stevenage. It's a long-range effort, though, from Samuelson wide of the goal. Not troubling Jamie coming. And there's an injury now for a Hull man, which I think is Samuelson down on the edge of the box. He's back to his feet again. And it looks like Stevenage are going to make the first sub. It's Arthur Reed coming on for Arthur Ironton. So a swap over in the Arthurs for the final 25 minutes. Jamie Cummins takes his kick out to the left-hand side there and straight out of play. Arthur Reed on loan from Brentford, of course. It's with Hull now, and it's thrown to them over on this right-hand side. And right back is taking it there. The right back Coyle throws it into the centre circle, but Tyrone Marsh tidies up, and Tom Pat gives the ball away, though, is it? Or Ben Coker was it who gave the ball away? I think it was Coker in the end there. And Samuelson's up and all right, and he's just won a free kick for Hull now as well, over on the right-hand side, just on the halfway point of the first half of the second half, almost. It's going to be whipped in, is it? No, or is it going to be taken short here by Batty? Batty's going to go long into the area, which he does. And there's a headed chance there by Hull, the defender there, which I think was Jones rising for it. He's headed it wide. Jamie Cummins didn't have to do anything. He's just making sure that he's going to use the right ball. They've got two balls in place. He just wants to use that one. Doesn't fancy that one. He's going to take this goal kick now. And he kicks it long. The on-loan Chelsea goalkeeper, well headed there by Danny Newton, but given away in the end. Ose wasn't able to get to it. And Hull on the attack again. Samuelson. It's good defending there by Stevenage as well. But Hull got it back in, and it's actually a great header there by Luke Prosser to get rid. But now back with Hull. And it's head tennis in the area there, and Stevenage got a free kick. And then Hull player, I don't know who that was. He's going to go in the book anyway, because he's just booted the ball away after the referee had blown his whistle. I think it was the number 18, which is Slater. I think he's going to be the first Hull man in the book. Regan Slater, yeah. We've got about 21 minutes left of this game. The visitors still leading by that penalty by Tom Eaves just after the the second half whistle went. It was about 50 odd minutes into the game, I think, when his penalty was put in. Let's have a little look. It was 52 minutes, so about 7 minutes after the start of the second half. And Matt's definitely got the better of the games. It's now 6-0 to Bristol Rovers as well. So I think he's definitely got all the goals in his game today. It's a bit of a shame, though, because I think he wanted Darlington to win, and they're getting absolutely trounced there. There's a chance for Stevenage here from Romeo Hutton. Whips it in towards Danny Newton, but it was claimed there by George Long, who just boots it forward towards Tom Eaves. The lone man up front on his own. There's nobody anywhere near him, really, but he wins a free kick. And Hull are going to get everybody into the box. Well, it looks like they're just chucking everyone forward. I think there's too many left back. I think one of them's just coming back now. It's either McLaughlin or Batty again. And it's whipped in and it's straight into the hands of Jamie Cumming, who actually just parries it out. I think maybe he could have caught that one. But no, it's with Hull now. It's into the centre midfield. Samuelson there. Booted up into the air there by the right back. And Stevenage win the header and win the free kick as well. Terence Van Kooten. And that was Coyle who just whacked the ball up into the air for them. Didn't really do an awful lot with the ball. But yeah, we're about 20 minutes away from the 90-minute mark. We're 70 minutes now. Still Hull City leading through that goal, the Tom Eaves penalty. Stevenage well in the tie though, as Tyrone Marsh clips his man there on the left back, which is McLaughlin. I think it's going to be, is it another booking, or is the referee going to just let him get on with it? And I don't think he's going to go in the book here, is he? Let's see. The whole goalkeeper's getting a speaking to there. I don't know what that's about. But Stevenage is making a sub. That's probably why it's Elliot Liss coming on for Tyrone Marsh. Probably just wanted the sub to be made before the goal kick, the free kick was taken. That's probably what the referee was saying there. Just letting us get on with it. Elliot Liss played at this level as well. Marsh, of course, hasn't. Liss has played League One football for Gillingham. It's a good play there by Stevenage defender Terence Van Kooten. Wins his header there very well. And Tom Pat Kokart whips it long down the line towards Ote, but is he going to get in? No, he's not. As well defended by the whole defender there, Jones, and the goalkeeper Long. They both helped each other out and just let it roll through to Long, who just claimed it easily in the end. And he goes and boots it into the Stevenage half towards the goal scorer Eaves, and Eaves is giving away a free kick against Terence Van Kooten. Jamie Cummins going to take this one from just ahead of his area. He boots it forward towards Danny Newton, I think that was. He was just shoved in the back, but the referee didn't see it, or didn't give it anyway. It's now with Hull and Coyle. Coyle to Batty. Into Scott there. Scott's going to whip it out to, I think that's McLaughlin, I think it is. Or is it the substitute? Let's have a look. I'm not too sure actually, but it's into the area anyway. And what's that? Another shove in the back. Oh, for Reed. Referee didn't want to give the penalty this time out. With Holdo, Coyle to Batty. Batty's going to whip it in. And the striker there, Tom Eaves, couldn't get on the end of it that time. It's gone behind for a Stevenage goal kick. It's Jamin boots it into the opposition half there, the whole half. Ote wasn't able to get there though. And I think what's been happening there is a head injury there. Ote's got a clash with somebody there. He got a whack to the head, so the physio's on. Just looking who's available on the bench. Femi Akinwande, if he's needed, is another option. If Ote wasn't able to continue. Alex Ravel there, the Stevenage manager's getting everybody over for a team talk by the looks of it. 15 minutes to go. Trying to give them instructions for one sort of final push. Looks like Grant McCann's doing the same as well. Having a little water break whilst they're on dealing with this injury. still being treated there, Ote at the moment. The referee's right near him as well. I don't know if there's going to be a substitution here, if Ote's going to be able to continue or not. He's up to his feet though. Been helped to his feet anyway by the Stevenage physio there. He's been helped towards the sideline. And I don't know if it's going to be a substitution. I think there might be. Is he getting a sub ready, or is he going to come back on? I can't see anyone warming up or getting ready anyway at the moment. No, he's going to be coming back on again in a minute when he's allowed to. I think Hull have just made a sub there as well as the physio was on. I want to see who that was. It was a defender, I think. And actually, I think they might be getting another sub ready as well. Another 2 subs ready even. It's with Hull now. And Ote's back on again. And Alex Reed's just... Sorry, Arthur Reed has just won the ball there. Just saying that Alex Ravel's just said to Ote it's fine to carry on, by the looks of it. That's why Alex was on the brain. But yes, Hull are looking to get these subs ready. I think there's actually going to be 1 sub, not 2, but just having a look here. It's not been made yet. Anyway, I'm not too sure who it is. It's going to be coming on. It's with their right back at the moment anyway, which is, of course, the man Coyle. And Bassey's got it there. I think it's De Vries and it's played it into Slater, who gets it back. Jones gets it across to De Vries that time. It's quite hard to make out some of these players, especially with the fact there's a lot of rain going around there by the looks of it now. Ben Coker, Charlie Carter now. And whip it in towards Ote. Is well defended there by Jones, I think that was. And Stevenage on the attack here. Danny Newton now. Ben Coker. He gives it into Reed. Chance for Charlie Carter. Ote. Oh, no. Elliot List. And he's fired it into the net, is he? And it's 1-1. Elliot List has equalised for Stevenage. The Stevenage substitute, not long been on the pitch. And it's equalised for the home side there. The sides towards the bottom of League 2 and now level with the sides top of League 1. And if it stays this way, then we'll have penalties and possible extra time for sure. If it's level in around about 11, 12 minutes time, penalty shootout. It's a good finish as well by List. Really good taken, well taken goal. Fire that one. The keeper had absolutely no chance. Just want to see who that was that's come on for Hull now, the substitution. They did just make the sub. Let's see who that was. But it's with Hull anyway at the moment, and it's with Batty. Going to try and feed it down to the right back, which is Coyle. And then it's gone out of play. So it's still 1-1 now. Elliot List just equalising for Stevenage there to level up Tommy's penalty after 52. It's a great finish by Elliot List. And it was Chadwick who came on for Scott, was the substitution for Holder. I just got confirmation of that one. As Stevenage, you got a... Stevenage, you got a free kick there. That's Jamie coming. He's going to wait, is he? Because there's going to be a substitution, is it? Or let's see. No, is he just waiting for the officials to say it's all right to take the goal kick? Let's see what's happening there. He's still just got his foot on the ball. I think there might be a sub, is there? Let's see. Oh, it's an injury for Devise. That's why he's got the physio on. Okay. Just making sure, right. They're still looking at him. Hasn't been treated or anything yet. I'm not too sure what's happening there. He's walking off towards the edge of the pitch. So I don't know if they're going to make a change here or not. It doesn't look great as Devise. Not even sure what happened there. Actually, I don't know what who the collision was with, what the foul was about. It looks like they are getting a sub ready as well, so they are going to make a change. It'd be the number 21, I think, coming on, which is Fleming. Yeah, I think Devise is the man coming off. Yeah, it is. Fleming's coming on. And it's going to be taken here by Jamie Cumming here for Stevenage. Going to get it into the whole half. And it's with Stevenage now. It's Ben Coker. Tom Pett shoved to the floor there by, I think that was Coyle. Just shoved him in the back. It's either Coyle or Slater. Anyway, I'm not too sure who it was actually, but either way, it's a chance here for Stevenage now. And Tom Pett's over it. He whips it in, and it's cleared by Hull there. They're going to go on the counter attack now. Batty, Luke Prosser's got his interception though, and so does Terence Van Kooten as well. He beats Tom Eaves to the ball, and then Coker and TBC get it clear between them. And then Danny Newton loses the header, but it's Ote, Aramide Ote, Charlie Carter now as well. Elliot List, the Stevenage goal scorer. He's going to go to Romeo Hutton now. And Hutton, has he won the throw there? No, it's a whole ball. So we're into the 84th minute of the game. And it's a 1-1. Elliot List equalising for Stevenage from Tom Eaves' penalty on the 52nd minute mark. He gave Hull the lead. Got the free kick as well now. Just in front of the Stevenage dugout. It's with Jones, and it's now with the substitute as well, which is Fleming. Out to McLaughlin for Hull. And Fleming goes long towards Eaves there. Eaves knocks it on. And Stevenage a little bit of danger here now. Coyle down this right-hand side. There's a chance of a whole good block there of Samuelson there, who got the effort in, and it was blocked by Romeo Hutton. And it's a chance here now for Hull. And it's an opportunity there, and it's fired over the top. Did Jamie Cumming get a hand to that one? I think he didn't. It was Samuelson, I think, with the effort. But he was not troubling the Stevenage on-loan Chelsea goalkeeper. And Jamie Cummings is going to take this goal kick now. 85 played, still 1-1. It's a good ball there. Danny Newton loses the header though, and Tom Pett's going to win it, is he? Or no, he loses out there. Luke Prosser, Tom Pett, Ben Coker now. Tries to feed Ote. Lets it roll through to Danny Newton, though. Danny Newton into the channel there, and he wins the throw-in as well. Does the Stevenage number 11. It's with Tom Pat now. Into try to feed Coker, but well defended by, it was McLaughlin. I'm not too sure, but Charlie Carter for Stevenage anyway. I'm trying to run at the defence. Carter to Hutton. Hutton's going to try and switch the play, which he does towards Tom Pat. Ben Coker as well. Tom Pat delivery, and it's headed up into the air, and it's now back into the centre circle here in midfield with Arthur Reed from Luke Prosser's ball. Reed gets it back from Pat. Reed to Charlie Carter involved as well. Now Terence Van Coot and Luke Prosser's on there. Going to go out to the right-hand side here, is he? Elliot Liss is in, and he's good defending there. And actually, there's an offside in there as well. Still 1-1, and we've got about 3.5 minutes left of the 90. I think Steve's going to get a sub ready as well. I want to see who this is. Is that Romain Vincelot? I think it is. It's been out for a long time. Of course, before signing for Stevenage, he had a long spell out of a very nasty injury, an injury that you don't really too often come back from, and he's done well to get himself back, playing football and featuring regularly as well. I think he's about to come on for the final stages here. Arthur Reed's got it there now from Terence Van Cooten. Now Luke Prosser to the left-hand side. Ben Coker as well. Tried to feed it down the channel towards Ote, but it's intercepted. And Samuelson's got it here for Hull, and actually good tackle there by Tom Pat, that is. He's going to try and feed it down the line towards Danny Newton. He's going to, in the channel, is he going to win the throw? Yes, he is. Distinguishing the ascendancy coming up towards the end of the game here. Be nice to grab a win and get through into that third round without having to do it for extra time or penalties. And it is a substitution now. It is Romain Vincelot coming on. He's going to replace Charlie Carter. He's going to be the man that comes off. And that's Stevenage's fourth sub, I think. To make sure now, let's see. Reed, List. Oh no, third sub. There's a chance here for Stevenage on the throw-in. And it's Tom Pett tried to win the ball there, but it was given away. Luke Prosser up for the header against Eves, and it's well won actually as well. Terence Van Cooten, Hutton even, in fact. Prosser. Coker now, Prosser again. And Ote, is he shoved? No, he's not. It's up against Hutton now, is Eves, Tom Eves, the Hull City goal scorer. He plays it into the midfield, and actually is a free kick in. I think Arthur Reed just flattered his man. I wonder if that's going to be another booking. Wouldn't surprise me if it was. It's a chance here for Hull. Final couple of minutes anyway. They've got an attack here now, a free kick. And it's still 1-1, and we're coming up to the 90-minute mark. So anyone that scores now is going to win the game, really. Just want to see who's over it. I think it might be Batty that's over it for Hull. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's see what happens from this. He's played it into Samuelson, I think that was, and whips it in. There's a chance here, and it's come off of Danny Newton for a corner. And we're about 5 seconds away from the 90-minute mark now. We just hit the 90-minute mark, in fact, actually. So we'll find out how much injury time we get. Seven minutes of injury time we've got. And then potential extra time if the scores are level as well. And it's a chance here for Hull. Ooh, corner ball, and it's kind of got past everyone there. No Hull man was able to get on the end of it. I think the Stevenage man, I'm not too sure who it was. It was the Stevenage man that got the final touch, and it knocks it behind for a corner on the other side. But there's a dangerous looking delivery there from Hull as we enter the first minute of the 7th. And it's whipped in, and it's gone behind. And it's going to be a Stevenage goal kick this time. There's no touch on it this time at all. Jamie Cummins going to take this goal kick. We're still on for my 2-1 Stevenage prediction as well, actually. We've still got 6 minutes left of normal time to get that. It's coming, whips the ball into the whole half there now. And it's a chance there for Hull to get on the attack, and they're going to do so through Eves, the goal scorer. Good tackle there by Van Kooten, I think it was there. Danny Newton's in there, and he loses out. And Ote is going to try and chase down all defence there, which was, I think that was one of the substitutes. I'm not too sure which one it was. I might have made quite a few. But no, it's now with the whole sub defender Fleming. He's going to go out to the left-hand side to McLaughlin this time. He's going to try and play it down the line, and he gets it back as well. And it's a good tackle there by... Well, I thought it was a good tackle by List, and the referee's pulled up for a free kick. I don't think there was anything in that. I thought it was a great tackle. McLaughlin and Batty over the free kick again, as always. And McLaughlin and Batty. Batty is the one who's got it here now. He tries to play it down the line. It's well played by Romain Vincelot, though. Stevenage sub. Going to play it into Tom Pett. He's going to go boot it out to the left-hand side there, but right-hand side there even. It's gone behind for a Hull throw-in. It's with McLaughlin now, and all the way back to the Hull goalkeeper Long. We're into the 3rd minute of the 7th, still level at 1-1. Elliot List equalising for Stevenage to Hull's first goal of the game, which was scored by the striker Tom Eaves after 52. And it's Romeo Hutton's going to... I thought he was going to let that one roll behind, but he doesn't then. He kicks it long. And it's gone out of play, but I think he pulled it back for... Yeah, it's been pulled back anyway. I think there might have been an offside in there or something. Very misty. I can't really see half of the numbers sometimes, but I'm trying my best. With Jamie Cummins going to go long. It's a chance here for Stevenage now. Vincelot towards Ote. It's gone behind for a throw in here. It's Romeo Hutton territory. He's going to get a long throw in here, no doubt. Into the 4th of the 7 now of injury time. And it's Romeo Hutton's long throw. He's thrown it into the area. It's well defended there by McLaughlin, but Hutton's got it back on this right-hand side. Takes it around his man, does he? I think he's just clattered into his man though, and it's a Hull free kick. So let's have a little look at some other scores as well briefly. There's been no more goals in that Bristol Rovers and Darlington game. Matt has had 6 to commentate on those, so you know that's enough, I think. Crawley leading against Wimbledon. MK Dons leading against Bennett as well. Doncaster leading against Carlisle. Manfield and Dagenham are level. Shrewsbury and Oxford City are level as well. Stockport and Yeovil are level. And Marine and Havant are level. I think Yeovil missed the penalty in that game as well. Let's have a look. I'm sure they just missed the penalty to possibly even give them the win, but it's 2-2 in that one at the moment. All second round ties in this season's FA Cup. It's with Stevenage at the moment, throwing in now. So Arthur Reed gets it from Ben Coker, and it's Stevenage ball again. Arthur Reed gets it from Coker again, and Coker gives it in back, and vice versa. And then Arthur Reed's got it here now. He's going to go across, switch the play to Romeo Hutton. And Hutton's going to win the throw-in, is he, on this right-hand side this time? Yep, he does. Elliot List going to leave it for Hutton to take, right in front of the Stevenage bench. Alex Ravel there is very animated. It's been animated all throughout the game, actually, as the Stevenage manager. But now he's going to sit down. So, as I said that, there's Romeo Hutton's long throw. Remain Vincent Hutton now. Vincent Hutton's going to get the delivery in towards Ote, but it's cleared by Hull, and Stevenage in there. Opportunity for Elliot List to try and keep it in, but he wasn't able to. Approaching the final stages here. Extra time is looming into the 7th minute now as well. Tom Pett for Stevenage trying to feed the ball through to Ote, but it's cleared by Hull. And it's a chance here for Stevenage to get rid, and they do through Luke Prosser. It looks very much like we're going to be having an extra 30 minutes here at the Lamex Stadium. It's George Long for Hull now, gets it to the defender there, which is Jones. Plays it across to Fleming. We've had the 7 minutes now to see if the referee wants to give any more into the 7, or if we're going to have the extra time any moment now. But it's with Hull anyway. It's with Coyle, and it's Batty there now, I think it is. And the referee has blown the final whistle there. So it's finished 1-1 at the Lamex Stadium. Yet again, Stevenage competing against the side from the league above, and competing very, very well, actually, as well. And getting a draw here. And we now look at another 30 minutes and then potential penalties if we're still level as well. So Elliot List equalising for Stevenage there on the back of Tom Eves' penalty for Hull. And we go again for another 30 minutes, and you never know what happens. It's the magic of the FA Cup. Just see that Alex Ravel's getting a bit of a team talk in there. Lenny Lawrence and John Ashton and Mark Sampson are on the pitch as well. All of the coaching staff. But yeah, we're level against the League One leaders. Of course, Stevenage 21st in League Two, and Hull top of the league above. So it's a very, satisfying draw, to say the least. Even if we do end up going out of the competition now, but it'd be nice to get over the line and get through into that third round on the back of equalising once and definitely being in the tie. But for the second time in the FA Cup, Stevenage got an extra time. It was 1-1 in the previous round as well. 2-2 after extra time, and then the Stevenage winning that one on penalties against Concord Rangers. But it was 1-1 that day, and it's 1-1 again today. To see Grant McCann there, he's having a team talk with all of his men as well. I think both teams have got a few subs available as well, actually. I'm not too sure. I know they've got at least one sub available anyway, because even if it's extra time, you're still allowed to use an extra sub anyway. So I don't know how many subs there are available, but they've got at least one sub available each. I think. Let's see what Hull have done. They've made... Oh, no, Hull have made 4 subs. So... Oh, and they are getting a 5th sub ready as well, Hull. Now they're bringing on... Let's see who this is that they're bringing on here. for their 5th substitution, and who got another 2 subs available that they could use if need be, by the looks of this. And the substitution is Samuelson's gone off, the number 14, and he's been replaced by Jones. Was that substitution there? Nothing else for Stevenage. Still just the 3 changes: Vincelot and Reed and List coming on. Still got Akinwande, Smith, Marshall, and Johnson available on the bench. And Hull are about to kick off for the start of this the start of this extra time, the first period. And they have done so now. And it's number 18 there, which is I think that might be who was that? That was Slater is on a booking for them. These bookings, only Hutton's on a booking and only Slater's on a booking for Hull. So not very many bookings in this game. So it's quite a clean game, which is good. Not too many nasty challenges or anything like that. And Stevenage got a throw in here now. Romeo Hutton over on the right hand side is going to throw it in, which he does. He finds Newton, does he? No, he misses the header there. Arthur Reed. Newton's got it now. And it's with Hull now, and it's Bassey there up against Terence Van Kooten. It's now Vincelot. He tidies up nicely in midfield and then gets the ball moving. Arthur Reed doesn't know. He smashes that one out of play. Hull throw in. It's 1-1. We're into the first minute of extra time. Elliot List equalising Tom Eves' pay. Former Gillingham man, Elliot List, of course, as we said earlier. Just having a look at the lineup so far. It's Cumming, Prosser, Van Kooten, Coker, Hutton, and then Reed replaced Ironton. Carter was replaced by Vincelot. Marsh was replaced by List, Pett and Newton and Ote. And the subs are still that are available with Johnson, Smith, Marshall, and of course the final one, Femi Akinwande, is the final sub option that's available for Stevenage, number 20. So still got a couple of subs available to use if Alex Ravel chooses to do so. We enter the 3rd minute of the extra time now. It's with Jamie Cumming for Stevenage. Going to go long towards Danny Newton, and he loses out his header. And then good defending there by Luke Prosser. Good header towards Tom Pett. Towards Newton. Was he shoved in the back there? No, he wasn't. It was actually OT, but he wasn't shoved anyway. The referee said no. It's with Hull now. An opportunity here for them to get down the wing. It's what defended by Terence Van Kooten and knocked out by Stevenage. Batty's here now for Hull. He's going to try and get them moving, which he does. And good defending by Terence Van Kooten, but only as far as the number 19 there, which is one of the substitutes who's come on earlier on, which is Lewis Potter. And it's all the way back to Jamie Cumming now for Stevenage. Still 1-1, as we were saying. It's out to the Hull man now. It's Hull have won it back. Lewis Potter's going to go again. He's going to give it to the goal scorer, Tom Eves. He's going to try and get it round his man off of Terence Van Kooten, and then it's gone behind for a goal kick. But actually, that's definitely a corner ball. It come off of the Stevenage man last, and referees called that one wrong, but we'll take it. Definitely got a deflection off of Terence Van Kooten on that one. But referee didn't see it, or didn't want to give it anyway for whatever reason. And Jamie Cumming goes long now. And it's Stevenage throwing there. To be taken by Ben Coker, left back. Going to throw it to Reed. He's going to give it back to Coker again, along to OT, but OT couldn't get there. But now back with Stevenage. Coker again, the left back. It's going to go long. OT's in. OT's good little touch, but he's offside. We've had 5 minutes of the first period of extra time. Still 1-1. No goals in this section of the game so far. And actually, not an awful lot of chances either in the first 5 minutes here. And it's good defending there by Stevenage. Terence Van Kooten played well today, actually, is the Stevenage man, replacing the big Scotsman, Scott Cuthbert, the captain. Of course, Stevenage do have a big game in the league on Wednesday night. Oh, and that's almost in there. Elliot List, he won the ball off of the whole man, and it's gone behind for a throw-in, but he very nearly, was able to get into the channels with that one. There's Arthur Reed now, Ben Coker. Into Prosser, back to Reed. Back to Prosser again. Going to go pass the ball out there now. Wins it back. Prosser gets it back. And he goes long, does he? Straight away, though, the whole defender is big and clears it. It's Tom Pett now. It's out of play by the whole right back there, Coyle. It's now Stevenage throwing in front of the whole bench. Ben Coker's waiting for the ball, or a ball anyway, which he's got now. And Stevenage are going to make a sub. It's the young midfielder Jack Smith coming on, and he's going to replace Remedy Ote by the looks of this. So it could be a change in the formation, maybe. But yeah, the young midfielder Jack Smith is coming on now. And Ote has gone off. And Steve's going to have this throw in just after that. Ben Coker's going to take the throw in, which he's done now. He's throwing it down the line. And Danny Newton, I think it was, has given away a free kick there. A boot on one of the whole players. I'm not too sure who it was. I think it might have been one of the midfielders. It might have been Slater even, yeah. And it's this booking there for Danny Newton for leaving his foot in. We've had 7 minutes of the extra time now, the first period. So that's another booking for Stevenage now. Just so Newton's in the book alongside Romeo Hutton was the other one. And here's Danny Newton now, though. And it's out to Elliot List. Elliot List is going to try a bit of trickery there. He's beating his man, whips it in. And he's evaded everyone and gone out of play for a whole throw-in. Which is going to be taken by the number 2, Coyle, the right back. Going to throw it all the way back to Jones, who whips it long, does he? It's gone off with the Stevenage man, and it's another throw-in again. Coyle's going to take another one there. Just to jump behind the Hordens to get another ball this time, though. Coyle's over it, which he throws it straight to a Stevenage man there, which is Coker. Arthur Reed's here now. He's going to try and take it round him, man. And it's good defending there by Coyle. And it's gone behind for a Hull City goal kick. It's going to be taken by goalkeeper Long, George Long. He plays it across to the defence this time. So, that was Fleming. He's got it back again. It's given away now. Stevenage are in. Jack Smith, Vincelot. And it's one back there by Tom Pett. There's a chance here for Stevenage. Good effort from Danny Newton from about 25 yards. And I think the goalkeeper there had to get a touch on that one, turn it behind. But it's good effort there by Stevenage. Tom Pett wins the ball back. And Danny Newton has an effort from about 25, 30 yards, just sort of to the right-hand side. And the goalkeeper, George Long, has to, get his hands to that one and push it behind for a Stevenage corner. Arthur Reed's on it. Going to whip the delivery in, which he does very long towards Vince a lot. And a bit of shoving, pushing and shoving there, and Hull have won the free kick. But it's a bit of a long delivery there from Arthur Reed. I don't know what that was all about, really. But it was a good effort from Danny Newton in the build-up as well to win the corner. And, on another day, that might have ended up in the back of the net. It was a fantastic shot. Good play by Tom Pett as well to win the ball back. It's with Hull now. It's with McLaughlin, I think that is. And Ben Coker's going to win the ball there. He's also... That was Vince a lot, was it? He's also won the throw-in as well. Well, no, it's an offside decision the referee's given there. And Jamie Cummings going to take this. We're into the 100th minute now. Another 5 minutes of this period of extra time. Good ball in. Danny Newton on towards Tom Pett here. Was he body checked? No, he wasn't. The referee says get up and carry on. Good play by Stevenage though. One back by Van Kooten into Smith. Out to Coker. You go down the left-hand side to the line there towards Arthur Reed. Did he win it back there? No. Given away there. Jack Smith wasn't able to do anything with it. It's now with Hull on the attack. Down this. And that's who was that there? That's Sheaf. Not Sheaf. I don't think Sheaf's come on. Who was that? That was not too sure who it was anyway. But it's number 34 now on it, which is the substitute Jones. Out to Coyle. And it's back with the defenders now. Jones and Jones and Fleming. It was just passing the ball between them. It's now with Coyle again. This time it's Jones, and it's now George Long, the goalkeeper. Plays it into the midfield. And Hull are in there. It was an opportunity for another penalty. They're claiming it anyway. It was Fleming, but it was against Hull, and then the referee said no. Oh, and there's a injury there. Elliot List has just caught one of the Hull defenders. I think it was the substitute Fleming, was it? Or I'm not too sure, but the referee didn't see it anyway. And it's now back with Jamie Cummings, who's going to whack it long. There's a little bit of a collision there between one of the Stevenage players and one of the Hull attackers there as well. There's nothing in it though. So looks like Hull are just happy to pass the ball around at the moment in their own half and keep possession in the midfield. As they go again now, it's with the 34, the substitute, which is Jones. And then the other substitute, which is, the other Jones, sorry, I should say, is on the ball now. So with Reed for Stevenage, is going to go long towards Danny Newton, is he? And Jones is going to tidy up and give it back to one of the midfielders there. I think that's the Jones to Jones again, the other Jones combining. And now it's the defender Jones has got it back. Out to the left-hand side here now. The Hull are in. It's a chance of Tom Eaves. It's well blocked by Stevenage and then booted clear by Tom Pett into the Hull half. And then they go again now with the right back Coyle. Batty giving it to Coyle again. Going to go back to the defender Jones. And it's now with Fleming, the substitute. Batty's in here for Hull. Going to go down to Coyle again. Back to Batty. They're just probing, trying to break Stevenage down here. And it's headed over by the striker Tom Eaves in the end. Nothing really in that. Wasn't troubling Jamie Cummings and Stevenage goal. about 1 minute away from finding out how much stoppage time we'll get at the end of this extra time first period. Probably not too much, I don't think. Might be maybe 1 minute, or it might not even be any. It depends if the referee wants to give any or not. There hasn't really been an awful lot in this first period. There's been no fouls really, or no nastiness. I think there was one sub or whatever, but 2 subs, but not too much. So probably a minute extra. The Stevenage are in here, and it's Vince a lot has just brought down one of the whole midfielders there. Is he going to go in the book, or is he going to get away with it? I think he might get away with it, fortunately. This Batty tries to take the free kick, and the referee wasn't ready for it, so he's going to put it back and go again. It's now with Jones across to Fleming now. Across to, I think that's the substitute, which is Lewis Potter, back to McLaughlin as well. Jones now. And well played there by Stevenage man Romeo Hutton, who gets his foot to that. Ben Coker. It's with Jack Smith. Danny Newton. Into the added time with the first bit of extra time there, and the referee has said after 20 seconds that's that. So we're still level at 1-1. We've got another 15 minutes to go, and then potential penalties, which will be the second time in the competition for Stevenage. Of course, winning round 1, winning that on penalties as well. So after 2 extra time goals in that game, that one ended 1-1 as well, and Danny Newton scored for. Was it Danny Newton who scored for Stevenage that day? It was, and thought his goal was going to be good enough to win it, but then Concord pulled it back and levelled up at 2-2 that day. And the Stevenage were perfect in the penalties with 5 out of 5. So I'm sure they've might have worked on that again. As you see, Tom Pat over there speaking to Kitman Keith Bell. We're into the second period of extra time in a minute, just on the back of these 2 team talks again. And we've got a final 15 minutes, and then we'll be going again for possibly another penalty shootout. Referee's going over there now. What's he doing here? Sam Anderson. He used to turn everybody to come back now, I think. Yep, he is. Switching ends, yeah. But Stevenage can be very proud of this performance, that's for sure. Yet again, competing against the sides from the league above and holding their own. Done it against Portsmouth, done it against MK Dons, done it against Northampton, now done it against Hull as well. So very much competing on all fronts against any team from League One, and been in every single game. Yes, they've lost to Portsmouth and to Northampton and to MK Dons, but only narrowly in every single game by either 2 goals to 1, or the other 2 being on penalties. So it was very much, a very close game in all of them. As Jack Smith kicks off for Stevenage now. The second half of extra time there. Tom Pett wins that one, does he? No, he's given away the throw, but has he kept it in? No, yeah. Tom Pett's kept it there. It's up into the air, and it's a chance here for Stevenage to go now through Romain Vincelot. He's going to go out wide towards Tom Pett, and he's well able to keep it in. The ball was too long for him. And it's going to be the whole man, the number 21, to take the throw in, which is Fleming. Earlier on, came on for Devise. There's a chance here for Stevenage to go on the attack. They remain. Romeo Hutton there it was, and Danny Newton's in here. Danny Newton is a good little bit of play. Danny Newton's into the box, and Danny Newton has just won. No, thought he won a corner there, but it was a good little bit of a run from the Stevenage number 11, and in the end, wasn't able to find the way through, and it's a goal kick for Hull. But good run by Danny Newton, that was. There's a chance here for Hull now to build on from the back. It's McLaughlin there. It's remain Vince a lot. Stevenage wins it back towards Pet, and he's won the throw in there. I think Stevie still have one sub available as well. If that's could potentially be if they wanted to make any more subs, or let's just see. Yeah, if they do have one more sub available, so yeah, Akin Wende could potentially be the sub that might be used. I know Ross Marshall's on the bench as well, the other outfield player, and then Buddy Johnson, the goalkeeper. Stevenage are in here now. Tom Pat. He's won a corner. Is he there? Yes, he has. Good play there by the number 26 there. It's funny because I was actually speaking to him about why he chose a number 26 the other day. When I said, number 21 was available, did you not want to take that one? He said, well, if 21 was available, I would have taken it. And 21, as far as I'm aware, is available. There's an opportunity here for Stevenage from this corner. Whips in, and it's straight into the hand of George Long. This Hull on the attack here now. Through Jones. It's a good play there by Terence Van Coot and Arthur Reed as well. Tidied up nicely by Stevenage there. And we're got pulled back for a free kick as well. Is that an offside, is it? Oh, yeah, it's an offside in there. Been pulled back for that. We've had 108 minutes into the second period of extra time now. About another 11 to go before a potential penalty shootout again. It'll be the first time for Stevenage to have had a penalty shootout against the League One team this season either. Losing the previous two against Northampton and Portsmouth as well. Might be third time lucky. You never know. Might be third time a charm for Stevenage to get into the third round as well. It's with Stevenage now. It's gone out to play for the throw-in. That's a Stevenage throw, is it? Yeah. I know. It's gone behind for a Hull ball. Hull City throw-in. Thought he'd come off the Hull man last. And that's with Batty now anyway for them in the centre of midfield. McLaughlin, Jones. Good play there off of Vince a lot there. Tucks that one behind for another Hull ball. Right in front of their own manager, Grant McCann. It's one of the substitutes there. I think it might be the Fleming was over that one, I think, that time. That throw in. Now with the number 2 for Hull, though, which is Coyle. And it's now an opportunity for Hull there towards the substitute Lewis Potter from Chadwick, and Jamie Cumming down well come out and claimed it well. Long kick towards Danny Newton, given away though. And Stevenage have won it there. Jack Smith wins the ball back and wins the free kick as well, which Vince a lot is over. He's going to leave it to Romero Hutton's going to take this one now, is it? Yep. No, he's going to leave it as well. Towards Tom Pett. Tom Pett's going to be the one that takes it in the end. Tom Pett, good ball into the box. Towards the head of Arthur Reed, leaves it. Ben Coker whips a delivery. It's gone off of the whole number 18 there, which is Slater. He kept it in play though. It's now only a throw into Stevenage. But Romero Hutton does have the long throws in him, of course. And there's something in his armour that he might use. He is going to use it by the looks of this. And it's Romero Hutton's long ball into the area. It's Danny Newton loses out though. And it's now with Stevenage Luke Prosser Gonna knock it back to Jamie Cumming. And Jamie Cumming's going to chest it down and then boot it forward. And all the way through to his opposite number, is it? No, not quite. McLaughlin's got it here. Now back to George Long, the hole number 1 there. It's with Romeo Hutton here now. There's a chance here for Stevenage from this bit of play there. Jack Smith's going to leave the throw into Hutton again. 111 on the clock. Into Jack Smith now with that throw in. Hutton delivers it in. It's gone off of a hole man, is it? And the whole defenders trying to scurry and keep it in, so I think it had. It's Batty now for them. He gives it back to an on-running Chadwick, who wins the throw-in. And there's on the right-hand side there, that throw-in to be taken by Coyle. To Jones, across to Fleming. Then across to McLaughlin now. Going to play it in front of him. To Lewis Potter, I think that was. Back to Batty again. Fleming to Jones for hole. It's now with Batty. Batty to Jones. Looks to go out to the left-hand side. Wide left. It's that's a foul in there. Yeah, there is. There's a foul in there anyway. The referee's pulled up for a free kick. Still 1-1. 113 played, about 7 minutes away from the penalty shootout. If the scores remain level. Jamie Cumming tries to take that goal kick there and slips actually, but he's all right. And Stevenage on the attack there now. With List, I think that was, but it's given away. One back by Coker. Given away by Coker, and Coker's on the floor there, and he's given free kick to Hull. I think he might have fallen on that with his hand. Which I think he did, yeah. It's with the number 2 now, Coyle. It was going to be Batty, I think it was, to take the kick here. He gave it to Coyle when his referee said no. Wasn't ready, put it back. It'll be Batty over it. Jones is there as well, standing next to him. It's a chance here for Hull now. It's to substitute 31 Chadwick to Coyle. Chadwick's got it now for Hull again. There's an opportunity here for them now. It's good play there by Stevenage, Ben Coker, and then it was Terence Van Kooten gets it clear. And Hull are trying to swarm around Stevenage midfield now. It's with the goal scorer for them, Tom Eaves, and that's come off his hand, and it's now a free kick to Stevenage. And then Vince Alot's trying to claim that Tom Eaves was blocking the free kick from being taken quickly there, but I don't know really if he could have moved out of the way, to be honest. It's Jamie Cumming over this. We're into the 115th minute now as well. Jamie Cumming's going to take this and he's going to slip over again as he takes it on the wet surface. Number George Long. He goes out to the right centre back now, which is Jones. And Stevenage wins it back there by Luke Prosser's header. Ben Coker, Luke Prosser clears it. And it's now with Holder, Batty's in midfield of it there. Trying to get them moving forward. And he goes out to the left-hand side to... and it's one Tom Eaves is in anyway now. It's a free kick there to Stevenage. That was a shove on Elliot List. As we're coming up towards the end of the extra time period. We've got 4 minutes left of extra time before any added minutes are going to be signalled. yet again, there might only be one if that's the case. Although last time when I said that, there was only 20 seconds, so it might only be that again. It's Romeo Hutton over it for Stevenage now. Going to whip it into the area. He doesn't. He actually whips it out wide right, but and he does get it back though, and he whips it forward this time towards Danny Newton, who lets the ball roll through to Tom Pett, who gives the ball away. Now back with the Stevenage defence though. Luke Prosser, captain for the day, to Ben Coker. His ball tried to be played on the line towards Elliot List, and it's gone out of play for a Hull City throw-in. It does very much look like it could be going to penalties, this one here. It's with Hull at the moment though. It's McLaughlin to Jones. I think that was Batty's in there as well. All the way back to the goalkeeper now. George Long plays it out to the right-hand side to Coyle, I think. No, it wasn't. Well, no, sorry, not Coyle. It's Jones, in fact. Into Batty. He plays it out there, and it's good defended by Stevenage and cleared up the field towards Danny Newton, but it's given away. And then in opportunity here for Hull now. It's the big man, number 9, Tom Eaves, their goal scorer. It's gone all the way through to Luke Prosser, who clears it out. Hull City throw-in, is it? No, he's kept in. McLaughlin's kept it in. He's going to get the ball back here as well now. From, I think that's Lewis Potter, is it? I think. It's with Batty now for Hull. There's a chance here for them. There's a ball into the area. Well cleared by... Oh, a good effort there. Straight at Jamie Cumming. He done well to save that one. Into the 118th minute now. Good save by the Stevenage shot stopper there. And they're going to take his time over this one, I think. And just... Terence Van Kooten's got a little knock as well. Ross Marshall is still available. And there's an teams haven't made it with a contingent of subs that they could have used. But Terence Van Kooten looks okay. And Jamie Cumming takes this, and we're underway again. Danny Newton now. And it's the Stevenage free kick here in the Hull half. Danny Newton's got an injury there. He's got a whack to the head. Or whack to the ankle, actually, I think that is. He's got a whack to the head and the ankle, actually. But we're 1 minute away from the 1:20 mark now. It looks like we could very much be heading for penalties. But stranger things have happened in the FA Cup. We've had an upset already with Chorley beating Peterborough yesterday. So it'd be nice if Stevenage can get one here now. And, you know, definitely if anyone scores now, it's the winner with only 30 seconds left of extra time. And it's with Terence Van Kooten now. He plays it out wide right, does he? It's given away. It does look like we're going to penalty for the second time in the FA Cup. 2 competitions that we've gone to penalties in as well. Previously against League One sides, being Northampton in the Papa Johns and Portsmouth in the League Cup as well. Both of those 2 games ended in defeat though. It does look like there's going to be 1 minute of stoppage time at this end of extra time here. And then we'll be having that penalty shootout. So hopefully it's third time lucky, as I was saying earlier. It's Romeo Hutton's going to take this throw in here. Goes down the line. And it's now with Hutton again. Actually, we did a penalty shootout not too long ago, didn't we, as well? In fact, with, was it Scotland? I think it was the Scotland penalty shootout as well, the other week, when they went through. And they qualified for the Euros, didn't they? Yeah. We've got 10 seconds left. Does look like there's going to be one more opportunity here for Stevenage now. Romeo Hutton with a long throw again. Final opportunity. He throws it down the line. Referee looks at his watch and he blows up. It's finished 1-1 after 90 minutes and after extra time as well. And looks like another penalty shootout for Stevenage against another League One side. I'm not too sure who's going to be the Stevenage takers yet. But we go again for another penalty shootout. And it's a lottery now. It really is. And they've already scored one penalty at Hull as well. Tom Eve scoring for them. Did go past Jamie Cumming eventually. Kind of just squirmed past him more than anything else. But yeah, it's a lottery now to see who gets through into the hat for that third round. But Stevenage can definitely be proud of this performance over the 120 minutes that we played. You see Mark Sampson jumping up and down there. Wonder if that's to keep warm, is it? So, out of the players that are on the pitch, I'm not too sure who the penalty takers will be. I know Danny will take one. I'm sure Tom Pett will probably want to take one as well. The other ones, Arthur Reed might be one of the potential edit list as well. Who else is available that might take one? Maybe Romain Vincelot, Ben Coker possibly, Romeo Hutton. There's a few available options, yeah. There's a few players in there that weren't involved in the squad. Scott Cuthbert and Luther Walden are there as well, amongst everybody. And we're going to be having the penalty shootout in a minute. Let's see which goalkeeper is going to be the hero. Will it be George Long or will it be Jamie Cumming? Hopefully it'll be the latter. Looks like Stevenage might be up first as well, taking the penalty. Is it? Let's see. The two captains are coming across, Luke Prosser and the right back for Hull, which is Coyle. Just going to decide which one it's going to be at. Is it going to be in front of the new North Stand? I think it is, by the looks of it. The new and empty North Stand. Yeah, it is in front of the new North Stand. The same man that Tom Eve scored his penalty for Hull in the 52nd minute. At the end of that move there, and it is Stevenage up first, I think, is it? Yep, and it's going to be. Is that Tom Pett? I think it is. Up against George Long. Let's see if it is the Twitch streamer. I think it is. The goalkeepers are over there. It's George Long and Jamie Cumming. George Long is the first goalkeeper up against Stevenage's Tom Pett. By the looks of this, let's double check. Yep, it is Tom Pett. Let's see if Tom Pett can give Stevenage a perfect start here in the shootout. And Tom Pett's up. Tom Pett. Tom Pett runs up and it's saved by the goalkeeper George Long. Stevenage missed the first penalty of the shootout there. It's a very soft-looking penalty, actually, if I'm fair. And George Long didn't really have to do an awful lot there. He was very comfortable and got rid of that one from Tom Pett very quite easily in the end, yeah. So Stevenage missed the first one. So Hull are up next, and it is the captain, I think. Yeah, it is the captain, the right back, which is Coyle up against Jamie Cumming. And he's going to run down, and he's sent goalkeeper Jamie Cumming the wrong way, and Hull are in the lead by 1 penalty to 0. Tom Pett missing the first one there for Stevenage. And then Coyle for Hull. And it looks like Jack Smith's up next for Stevenage as well, the second penalty taker. The number 23 is the youthful midfielder. Jack Smith is going to run up against George Long. And he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and it's now level at 1-1 now. Good penalty there by Jack Smith as well. Right into the corner. It's now the substitute for Hull, number 34, who is Jones, who's coming up to take this one. Up against Cumming. Jones is just bouncing the ball at the moment. Jones up against Jamie Cumming. He needs to make a save, really, does Jamie Cumming. Jones has sent it right into the goalkeeper's wrong opposite end again, and it's 2-1 to Hull. Same corner as well. Just who's up third for Stevenage is Elliot List, the goal scorer who equalised in the 70. What was it, about 72nd minute? I think it was, something like that. 79th minute it was, and it's Elliot List with the penalties now. And List up against Long. And he's going to run down and he's going to have a shot here, and it's just about beat the keeper into the corner. It's a good penalty in the end. Now 2-2. But yeah, Jamie Cumming really needs to make a save at some point, with the first one being saved from Tom Pett. And it is Tom Eves next, the man who scored Hull's penalty to give them the lead in the game. Jamie Cumming almost saved it on that occasion. I wonder if he'll do one better and actually put it out and save it on this occasion. All of the Hull penalties have gone the same way so far. And Tom Eves' penalty went the opposite way last time. And he saved it this time. Tom Eves' penalty, same way. And Jamie Cumming has made the save there. And he's now, what's he doing there? Gone back for the ball. But that was an excellent save. It wasn't far away from saving the original penalty. Was Jamie Cumming when Tom Eves took the penalty in the game itself. Tom Eves went the same way, and Jamie Cumming dived that way and made the save. And we're now level 2-2. 2 penalties scored each, and Arthur Reed's up next for Stevenage, the substitute. It was a wonderful save that from Jamie Cumming, though. He's done really well. Up against George Long now is Arthur Reed. Arthur Reed. And it's fired into the back of the net, and Stevenage are in the ascendancy now by 3-2 from the penalty shootout. It's going to be who's just next for Hull. Who's up next against Jamie Cumming here? It is the number, who's that? Number 31, which is one of their other substitutes again. I'm not too sure who it is, actually. Let's have a little look on the sheet here. 31 up against Jamie Cumming is... and it's... he's hit the post and then gone in. There's a fortunate one there from the Hull substitute. We're on to the final penalties now, and it was put in by Billy Chadwick that time. It's now 3-3, and it's going to be Danny Newton for Stevenage next. Up against George Long, effectively in sudden death. If Danny Newton scores here and Hull miss, then Stevenage can go through, and vice versa, of course, as well. Danny Newton up against George Long here now. Danny Newton steps up and smashes it into the corner. Stevenage are 4-3 ahead. And who's it going to be here? Jamie Cumming, the Stevenage goalkeeper. Who's he facing? He's facing, which of the Hull men is he up against there? I think it's the number 19, which I think is the first sub they made, which I think is Lewis Potter, and it's into the corner of the net. Jamie Cumming dived the right way, couldn't get to it. Now we are definitely in sudden death as Lewis Potter does a little shush sign there to Jamie Cumming. I don't know what that's all about. It's going to be Romain Vincelot next for Stevenage. The number 4. Romain Vincelot against George Long. Vincent runs up. And it scored. Lovely penalty. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. 5-4 to Stevenage. And it's now number 15, that is, I think, for Hull, which is Jones, the centre-back. Up against Jamie Cumming here for a place in the third round if Stevenage are able to pull this one off. Jamie Cumming makes the save. So hopefully he will. It's Jones against Jamie Cumming. Jones is running up here. And he's sent that right into the corner. And we're level again at 5-5. And next up for Stevenage is who we got. We've got, let's see, number 3, Ben Coker. Might watch that, buddy. Come on, Ben. Ben Coker against George Long. Great penalty there by Cokes. Really well taken. And we're 6-5. It's going to be who's up for Hull now. It is the number 17, which is the left back McLaughlin next against Jamie Cumming. Let's see what happens here now. McLaughlin against Jamie Cumming for an opportunity to make it 6-6. And McLaughlin's penalty has been saved, and Stevenage are into round 3 of the FA Cup. 6-5 on penalties there. Jamie Cumming gets 2 saves. McLaughlin there missed, and Tom Pett was the only man that missed for Stevenage. And League 2 Stevenage, 21st in League 2, have now defeated the side top of League 1, Hull City, and are into the hat for the third round with another penalty shootout victory. What a win that was. That was, as I said before, you know, they've played some great football today, and you can see what it means. They're all running over towards each other. They're hugging each other, hugging Jamie Cumming as well, the goalkeeper on loan from Chelsea. And what an opportunity this is now to draw a big tie in round 3 and draw a big club. It's a great performance from Stevenage, deserved as well. Tom Eves missing the penalty for Hull, and Tom Pett missed for Stevenage as well. And then that one there by McLaughlin was also missed in sudden death. But Stevenage win 6-5 on penalties and are into the hat for tomorrow's third round draw, where you never know what might happen. You might end up drawing a massive team like, you know, the likes of Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, and the likes now. So it's an excellent victory from Stevenage, and a great way to win as well with a penalty shootout. Yeah, lovely. Almost perfect as well. Only Tom Pett missing. But no, it's great to be in the hat for that third round, and to see Jamie Cumming still being embraced by everyone. Even Kitman Keith there is getting involved as well. John Ashton as well. So yeah, finished at the Lemek Stadium. Stevenage 1, Hull City 1. Stevenage winning 6-5 on penalties there. Winning penalty for Stevenage was scored by who was it who scored the winning penalty now? It was so long ago. Who was it that scored the winning penalty? I think it might have been I'm not too sure, but it was a Welsh, you know, Jamie Cummings, the hero anyway, with the 2 saves. But yeah, Stevenage are in the hat for that third round, and you know, what a great start to the day with Arsenal playing later as well. So we're going to probably end the stream shortly, because I think we've got another stream coming up between Chelsea and Tottenham as well. I'm not too sure whether that's a 4:30 kickoff. I think it is. I don't know whether I'll be able to join straight away on that one. I've got to go and do a few bits. See, it's now 18 minutes past 4 as well, so I might come on for a little bit of that one, but a little bit later. Other scores as well. Let's have a little quick run through of some of the scores. we have had Crawley beating Wimbledon, MK Dons beating Barnet, Bristol Rovers 6-0 against Darlington, Doncaster are through against Carlisle, Mansfield through against Dagenham, Shrewsbury are 1-0 victors over Oxford City, Stockport are victorious in extra time against Yeovil. Marine and Havant are level at 0-0 so far. But the one that matters, Stevenage are through to round 3 on the back of a 1-1 game, I should say, and a 6-5 penalty shootout there as well. So, yeah, it was a fantastic game there from Stevenage, well deserved, and we're going to wrap it up there. Stevenage through to round 3, knocks out Concord on penalties in round 1, and then round 2 knocks out League One leaders Hull. So we'll be back shortly for Chelsea against Tottenham, and then later on Arsenal against Wolves as well. So thank you very much for listening to this stream, and Stevenage are in the hat for that round 3 draw tomorrow, and it might be a massive tie. You never know. Hopefully it will be.